Good morning. Scott, make note, it's Wednesday.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Good morning.
And here we are. It's time to grab the day by the balls and just let's get to it. Let's get at it. Well, Lern had good news. I guess we booked Chris Hansen for Monday.
Yeah, just did it. The Chris Hansen.
The Chris Hansen.
Take a seat. Yep.
Take a seat.
Yeah, what is he? Well, he had a podcast, I think, that was called Take a Seat with Chris Hansen.
Wow.
Not a podcast you want to be on.
No.
No, what does he do? What is he promoting?
He's got a new show out. Honestly, we are going to just ravage his brain with our curiosity about To Catch a Predator, right? I mean, like,
oh, yeah.
What shall we be catching now?
Yes.
Oh, we're catching something.
Crocodiles. He didn't even change the name of the show.
Yeah, he could have an entire series on the Fishing Channel or the Outdoor Network just to catch a bass, to catch a crappie.
Yeah.
So there's
to catch a cold.
To catch a bluegill.
There's a new Discovery Plus series out. He's an executive producer.
Get you on some Nat Geo there, Chris.
I feel like you don't want an IMDb credit whenever his name's involved.
No.
Predators I Have Caught with Chris Hansen.
To Catch a
That's
Channel
his
Cat.
podcast. Wow.
I bought Jeff
awesome.
cameo from Chris Hansen once.
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the best cameos of all
Yes.
time.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Because he popped in every single reference we could give him about Jeff.
Well, you know, it was when Cameo first was a thing.
Yeah.
And Cameo is that site you go to and you could pay a celebrity,
Yeah.
you know, whatever price they set to have them send you a personal message. Oh, I can't find it.
His new series is called True Crime Nation with Chris Hansen. It recently launched on True Blue streaming network, and it takes viewers inside the most compelling crime stories where they will see and hear things they will experience nowhere else. It also features Takedown, a show updating the legendary To Catch a Predator series.
Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. There's the Cameo I bought Jeff Burton. Here we go.
Jeff Burton. Why does that name sound so suspiciously familiar? Maybe because your secret screen name is Large Diameter Hose 420? What do you mean Large Diameter Hose 420? Jeff, Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators. To catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen. Now I'm going to need
There it is. To have a seat. Have a seat with Chris. Have a seat with Chris Hansen.
Predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen. Now I'm going to need you to take off those headphones and have a seat right over there. That's right. Right next to Rizz, who's very nervous about your recent behavior. You know, we're still climbing out of a pandemic, Jeff. You're still supposed to be socially distant, flattening the curve, getting online and setting up meetings, bringing Skittles, Zima, going by that very suspicious screen name. Barely could even say it. It's the sort of behavior that could land you in a dark kitchen being interrogated by me. Would Rizz throw your bail? I don't know.
What a great gift.
It was a great gift.
Incredible. Did
Best
Jeff love it?
$50. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And writing that script. Like, all right, Chris, I would like you to touch upon these points. His screen name is Large Diameter Hose.
420.
420. If you could mention Zima and Skittles,
That'd be great.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
And hey,
He worked it. He earned every
That's a pro.
every
You earned
dollar.
every bit of that $50.
he sure did. And shout out to his journalistic integrity.
Wow.
Well, if you remember, To Catch a Predator was a cultural phenomenon. And
Crazy,
how long
yeah.
ago was that?
20
50
years?
Was that 20 years?
About, yeah. I mean, that's how long I feel like I've been watching it or seeing it.
Dang.
It
Reruns.
became, because he was just a regular reporter. He
He was a
on-
regular NBC nightly news guy.
like a Dateline guy. I think,
Dateline,
right?
that's what it was.
And then that just became his new thing. The way Geraldo kind of became. Remember when the Geraldo show was on?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
daytime?
the flying
when he
chair.
stopped being a journalist and he started being like.
A daytime talk show host.
Yeah, very much more of a Jerry Springer-like
Yeah.
character. Chris Hansen had maybe not as, he didn't sink to that low maybe, but like he definitely went off in his own direction, kind of that just became his thing. He's like, I do this.
Well, if I recall, and we could ask him on Monday when he calls in, the Chris Hansen. I'm sure it started off as a Dateline story.
It did. It was Dateline To Catch a Predator. And
Oh,
then
that's
it
right.
just
Dateline
became-
to Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
It just became Chris Hansen. His name became synonymous with the show. Like, he was no longer covering the war in Iraq. He was covering predators.
He was covering the war.
Oh,
on
when he
kids.
would walk out, into the kitchen.
Oh,
It's the best.
And there'd be dudes sitting there.
the surveillance angle
with this
of the
look
camera.
on their face.
I'm just here to help.
Oh, and then towards the end when
Who's you?
when they recognized Chris Hansen when he walked through the door,
Yeah.
knowing they were caught in a To Catch a Predator sting.
Yeah.
And the naked guy.
It was a naked dude.
Really?
A guy that, you don't remember that one?
No.
He got I think it was an Indian fella.
And he was
Completely not a stitch of clothing.
wow. Just sitting there at a bar
Sitting
stool?
there at a bar, sitting there, which I'm sure they'd have washed that bar stool off.
It's probably in a museum somewhere.
And the show ended when one guy that they had entrapped killed himself.
Shout out to the kid actors who were and the parents of the kid actors. Hey, kids, we need you to act. This person's a predator. We need you to walk in and set the scene.
Oh, they weren't kids.
Yeah, there
I'm
was
not-
adults.
they couldn't
I think they were
young.
cops,
They
right?
couldn't do it.
Oh, it was like a
No, I
lady.
swear to God, there were kids.
They were
on
like
it.
20-year-old
No.
gals that looked
Yeah.
like
That
they were
looked
40.
very
What?
young.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I completely thought they were kids.
She put like if you put like a baseball cap on,
Yes.
you would look young.
What? That looked like 11 years old?
Here we go.
No,
I'm putting the
look at
audio on.
bags under
Naked
my
guy?
eyes.
Putting the
No.
audio on?
Put the audio on.
Oh, gee.
This is a naked guy.
He is walking.
His shirt's unbuttoned.
Totally naked.
Explain yourself. Wow. Oh, my God.
Chris said
He goes to
he
the
didn't even
front
wait.
door.
He didn't even wait. Hansen just came out.
Totally naked.
You wanna
going
explain yourself?
Going to answer the door. And
Coming
Chris
in
is just
hot.
there like, hey, buddy.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I believe the story went not with the naked guy, but
You want to explain yourself?
they had got I think the guy was a judge. And they got him to come to the house, and he wound up escaping and fleeing to his own home. They had the house surrounded, and the guy killed himself. And that was the end of that show.
Yep.
They even did ones like not in the house. They did ones on like beach. Like there was 1 or 2 episodes that were like on the beach,
Really?
and like
I did not see those.
yeah, and then like Chris
Spring
Hansen would
break
come.
to
It's the
catch
cruise?
a predator.
Hansen
to catch a
would come out
predator
of the sand.
cruise.
No
Come out-
shirt.
he'd come out of the sand,
Yeah.
or like he would like in
He had a reed under the water, and he would just come up in like a full Navy
Yeah.
SEAL scuba suit.
Right, the water just
with
rushing
fins
off.
on.
No, I was thinking from Rambo when it was hiding in the mud.
Right.
It's just the eyes.
Coming up with the
Just
gun.
come out.
With all the
That'd be
seaweed.
funny too. He just is the beach chair you sat in. His hands come up and hug you.
Take a seat.
You're already taking a seat on me, Chris Hansen.
Yeah, you have the story of the guy
I have the story, yeah.
that killed himself.
It says Chris Hansen, here's the title. The headline is Chris Hansen details the shocking moment suspect killed himself during arrest on NBC's To Catch a
So
Predator.
what year was this?
Well, the article was written in 2022. Let's see when this happened. I don't know. It's down in Texas. Chris Hansen says he had 2 different chats with 2 different decoys online and never showed up to the Sting house.
Okay,
This
the
is
guy
in
never showed
Murphy, Texas. Hansen was referring to an operation conducted in Murphy, Texas in November of 2006. There you go. 25 men were caught in the sting as they made arrangements to meet up with decoy underage children at a Sting house outfitted with police and NBC
Yeah, and
cameras.
there's your To Catch a Predator house.
One of the men involved in the investigation, Bill Conrad Jr., killed himself as the cops arrived to arrest him the following day when he failed to show up at the Sting
wow.
house. I think it said that he was an assistant district attorney.
Assistant district attorney. Yikes.
That's what's quoted in this
Yeah.
thing. I don't know if that's.
And that was the end of that show.
They're doing this as,
And
as
I
a
think Chris
courtesy.
himself got caught up in some a bit of controversy.
Oh.
As the officers entered, Hansen said the suspect said, "Guys, I'm not going to hurt you." Shot himself in the head and later died.
Wow.
There's a helicopter in the backyard. It's horrible. You never want to see anybody do that under any circumstances. It's jarring. It's dark. Sad for a lot of reasons. Ultimately, the sister sued NBC for millions upon millions of dollars. The case was settled for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, to get it out of the news.
Well,
Yeah, Chris himself was, I don't think, not any like
Pervert trouble.
pervert stuff, but he was caught, I think, coming out of a hotel with somebody that was not his wife.
Wow, this is.
And he jumped in line at a supermarket one time.
He did.
Yeah.
You were
He had
still
more
upset
than
about that.
he had more than 20 items
Yes.
How dare
at
you?
the express lane. I count 25 things. Why don't you come take a seat?
King
Get
Scott was
this.
buying his egg salad sandwich.
So they took this guy's computer, found something on the computer, but also what was found on the guy's computer was evidence that helped convict his boss, the DA of the county, for financial mismanagement of the office and
Wow.
theft of money. And he ended up doing federal time.
Wow.
Thanks, Larry.
He's the one who got on TV and criticized everybody involved in the investigation, and then
But
he
they
goes
looked through
to federal
the
prison.
perf's computer,
Yeah.
and they found evidence of fraud from the actual DA. Whoa. Well,
Man.
have a seat.
Have a seat.
Have a seat. Chris Hansen's going to be on Monday. All right?
Wowie.
That's fun. Hey, yesterday we were talking about, we got the Ballpark Village Halloween party coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to mention this yesterday. I was having a conversation with some friends over the weekend. And I was like, man, it'd be cool. And they're coming down to the party. And I was like, man, it would be cool to have a table full of Ouija boards.
Yeah.
So people would come up and play with their friends. And right away, this dude's wife was like, nope,
Yeah.
not messing with those things.
I'm a nope.
Those are evil.
They're not evil, but they conjure.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
Yeah.
Which equals.
So you're with her.
I respect the Ouija board. I'm not.
You know, it's
playing
made by
around.
Hasbro, the people that make
Yes, it is.
Hungry Hippos.
Parker Brothers. Yeah, it's
me.
so funny.
Ouija board's been around for a long time.
Spirit boards have been around for
Spirit
Ouija
boards.
is actually a trademark term Hasbro owns.
I didn't know you were a
Hasbro
witch, but I
makes
welcome you into my coven.
Hungry Hippos.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and that's an evil game
and
too.
the Ouija board.
Kyle Kinane and I were on tour and we in Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, and they have a haunted. He had a podcast called the Boogie Monster Podcast. So anytime we'd be on the road together, if there was a haunted attraction or something like that, we would go to it. And it was supposed to be all these haunted items in this. It was the most Make-A-Wish haunted museum I've ever been to. There was an entire wall.
Make-A-Wish or Wish.com?
Wish.com.
Okay. There's a difference.
Yeah, well, Make-A-Wish.
That's like we're sending, kids with cancer to Disney.
Correction. Alteration. Take that out of the podcast, King
We'll
Scott.
edit that in post.
And it was just a wall. We were laughing so hard because there was just a wall of Ouija boards, all haunted, every single one. There was like 300 of them up there. I go, wow. And they were all like, you look down, and it was like Parker Brothers, Hasbro. It was like all these.
Yeah.
And I go, man, somebody must have been working. There must have been like a conjurer working in the assembly line at the Hasbro factory that was just cursing every single one of them.
Yeah, as they're going into the box.
Keeping warlocks in business since
I
1951.
curse you, I curse you, I curse you, I curse you.
You're haunted. You're haunted. You're haunted. You're haunted.
You guys laugh now, but you mess
Dude,
with one and see what happens.
Oh, I mean, I as a kid.
I went to Dave Glover when we used to work with Dave Glover.
We do the Lemp Mansion.
He would do a
nonsense.
Halloween show, and so one year I went. He did
Which is creepy.
He went to the Fox Theater, and we did a tour. It was just us. There was maybe 10 people in the Fox Theater, and he had a psychic medium and a Ouija board on stage, and we were all up there having a broadcast and just having a freaky good time. And I kid you not, after that broadcast, after we did the tour and we had the Ouija board time, there was something strange that happened with the energy in my life. I'm still kind of freaked out by it. I can't explain, but I felt different after that.
It's nonsense.
My favorite thing is, you guys missed that. Like, this guy gets to say anything he wants. If I said anything like that, pretentiousness, smug, blah, blah, he goes, oh, yeah, that Lemp Mansion nonsense.
Yeah. Dude.
You get to say anything you want.
You have
and nobody even catches
spirit.
it.
You got to respect the spirit. And anyway.
So you're not messing with it?
No, I've messed with plenty of Ouija board. Like as a child growing up, a girlfriend had one. We did light as a feather, stiff as a board. Had that whole craft
that's
moment.
the devil's magic.
Dude.
I don't know what that is.
That's where you levitate a friend. It's like
That was from a movie.
The Craft.
The Craft.
And it worked, man. I was at Brittany.
Did it?
What is her last name?
It
Brittany
does
Smith.
work, but it's a physics thing.
You put you do 2 fingers. So you got 4 little girls, right? And your little friend Brittany is laying straight like a board. And then you put 2 fingers, each of you are stationed around her. And then you do light as a feather, stiff as a board, light as a feather. And you all of a sudden, and you start chanting this, and you lift, and so anyway, I'm
I like
just
that you
saying,
closed your
a lot of freaky
eyes
stuff
while
has
you were
happened.
describing this.
Because she went there.
You
I
went
went there.
there.
I can still
She
see it in my
went
mind.
there.
I've had a lot of
wild,
freaky
man.
stuff
When
happen.
you went
yeah.
there, Brittany was in your hands when you were telling
I
that
could feel
story.
Brittany in my hand.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
wait.
that's the
I'm
like
spooked.
right? The tips of your fingers.
Just two.
So you say you did it in the past, so you're going to do
You
it?
do it in a chair,
but you won't do
too,
it in the
right?
future?
No, I'm good. That was like 2014,
Scott, cancel the Ouija
2015.
boards.
Okay.
Cancel the Ouija boards because apparently people don't like to have fun. You don't mess with them either?
Nah, just don't play. Just like, just an old belief.
It
of
works
like-
for erectile dysfunction, too, actually.
Whether it was, real or
Light as a
not.
feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. All right.
Yeah, real or not, to me, it's like it can be real, it can not be real, it can be a toy, it can not, whatever. Either way, like
Yeah.
for me, just beliefs wise, there's no reason to play.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Inviting.
I guess somebody doesn't
things
like
in
fun.
that.
I
You wanna have
consulted
some
the
fun?
Magic 8 Ball before I took this job.
Yeah.
I bet
and?
you did. Those things are
Here
awesome.
I am.
Uh-huh.
I've always wanted
Prospects
one.
seemed likely.
Yeah. Ouija board, Magic 8 Ball. What's the difference?
One is a fortune teller, the other conjures spirits. More questions?
Can I ask you this?
I'm the resident witch
all
on this
right,
show.
wow.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
There is a
Okay. Got it.
both of those things. And I do think the Lemp Mansion is haunted.
Absolutely.
So I'm not like totally not on your
Yeah.
side.
Well, thanks.
But Ouija board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, board in common. They've proven that that's like group mind.
Yeah, once you all start thinking it, once you all kind of believe
everyone's
you all
hands are on the thing, so it's like you don't really know who's moving it. It's not like
Somebody's moving it.
It's not like you set it on the board and watch and it moves on its own. Like you are the catalyst for your own conjuring. Same thing with light as a feather, stiff as a board. It's an improv game that we play. When we do improv, you sit someone in a chair, and it's just about like 4 people can lift one person. But you have to have everybody mechanically and physically working together. So when they'll always be like, all right, try to lift them. And no one, and everyone's like, oh, they're too heavy. And then it's like, then you put your fingers under, and the chant, it's just like when you run in cadence in the military. You can run further if someone's calling cadence because it's a rhythm. It's a rhythmic thing. It's like the reason that they call cadence in the military, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I got a lot with the general's daughter. It's controlling your breathing. It's controlling your pacing. So it's when you do light as a feather, stiff as a board, you're all moving in unison at the same time using the same amount of leverage, and that lifts the person off. It's not like you lifted the person with 2 fingers by yourself and you were like this magic levitator.
Yeah, you had 3 other people with
Yeah,
you.
there's 4 people lifting a single person. Not taking it away.
It's fine.
Maybe what happened with you and Brittany was wild.
It was super wild.
But I think those 2 things specifically.
Dude, I've had seances and all
Well,
sorts of
and-
stuff.
and
Now that, I'm just talking about 2 things. Light as a feather, stiff as a board, Ouija board. Seances could be real.
And the person that was adamant about, I'm not playing with that, is not a deeply religious person.
Mm-hmm.
I was just taken aback. I go, whoa. Again, it's a Hasbro
It's a toy.
product you could
You think
buy
it's a
at Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Not messing with it. Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna
No
scrap
need
the
to
idea.
I'll tell you this.
Scrap
What?
the idea.
My friend, who was at the same late show you were at,
yeah.
was a cop. He was my old college roommate, great guy. He was a SLU cop, and he was a bike cop. He had to do bike duty, and they kept the bikes in the same wing of SLU that The Exorcist happened.
Yeah.
And they have it all sealed off. And he was like, he would call me at 3 o'clock in the morning and be like, what's up, man? And I go, what's up? Because he knew I'd be up. You know, comedian. I kept comedian hours. And he's like, just at work. And I was like, are you going through the haunted? And he goes, yeah. He would get freaked out and didn't want to be up there by himself.
Was it Lemp?
No,
No, it's at SLU.
Hospital.
Oh, I think you've talked about this, yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, man, just they kept the bikes up there. So when they'd store
right.
the bikes, he had
Yep.
to walk through. And they kept everything. They sealed the door and kept all this stuff. When they did the exorcism there, the actual exorcism that the movie was based on. So all of the bed, the curtains, the water basin, all of these, they thought these objects might be haunted, so they sealed everything inside.
I don't buy it.
My buddy Joey,
It's there, though.
he's a security guard at SLU, and he same thing overnight. He's probably awake right now listening to the show. He walked me through. He took a video of that part of the area that
Oh,
you're
cool.
talking about, and I mean it is freaky as hell. So
It is
See
weird.
That can we get access to that?
yeah, I'll have them resend it. It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I mean, I wonder if we can go. Visit.
oh no, you don't want to go up there.
Yeah, I do.
We
But no,
don't go up
my
there.
buddy used to be a cop. And
I'll go.
My buddy was stationed over in for the county, but they put him out in Glencoe for a while, and this was a few years ago, so a lot more older homes at the time. And then they transferred him to Blackjack, and he was excited to be in Blackjack because he said whenever you go to Glencoe, you get a call and people would hear things in their house, and they would have broken dishes, something like that, and you go in and not a soul, not a trace that anyone was ever in there, and. Yeah, he was like, man, that stuff always freaked me out. But he's like, I'd rather work up there where you're actually dealing with people.
Yeah.
Ah.
I had a thing yesterday. One last thing. I'm getting ready for. I was a speaker last night at this Babes in Business event at Olive and Oak, and I was getting ready yesterday.
Shout out to Babes in Business.
Woo! Dude, tons of Rizz Show listeners,
Babes in
ladies
Business.
that own their own business. I met so many cool chicks last night. It was awesome. But I'm getting ready at 5 o'clock, and I'm in my closet and I'm picking out what I'm wearing, and all of a sudden I hear some conundrum in the living room, which is across my house. And I go in and the blinds had closed. I have the little twisty, you got the wand blinds, and one of the blinds had closed. And I had opened them earlier because they were shut when I got home. And it was really weird. And I was like, okay, that freaks me out. And I was like, goosebumps.
Yeah.
And then I went back into my closet. I'm trying to get ready to get out of my house. It's still daylight. It's not scary time or anything. And then I'm in there, and all of a sudden I hear footsteps walking towards me, and luckily it was Tim, because my heart was freaked out. But he did
Tim's
not.
so early.
He didn't do the blinds. This was he didn't do the blinds.
Sure he didn't.
So what the hell was that
Probably
about?
one of your cats.
Yeah, one of your
Possibly.
2 cats.
They don't have thumbs.
work together.
They can't do
They
the
have
blinds.
paws.
They could pause. They could.
The whole blinds.
Yeah, if you move one, they all move.
They scratch
Cats are
against
They
crafty.
have paws rubbing your hands
Pause.
together.
They could close the blinds that way.
Anyway, man, there's a ghost in my house.
Is that the window you put a pie
What
on?
goes through your mind?
How many Delta 8s had you had at this
Just
point?
one.
There has to have been, an instance for all of us where we felt like something was in the room, some sort of thing.
Yeah.
What goes through your head? Because I'm like, I get to a point where I'm like, come at me. Come at me.
You bulk up, yeah.
Yeah, I start bowing up like, show me something. Come on.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's go. And
Everyone has their ghost defense of speaking loudly.
Yeah, here's
which
mine.
Is,
Right.
Bring
So
it
that's
in.
not going to work, bud.
no, it is kind of like a
can't shoot a spirit,
If you're going to
dude.
threaten me, I'll threaten you. Let's go.
Well,
so
I talked.
what do you do?
I did this yesterday. I said you have to talk to the spirit. You have to say, "Spirit, please. If you are not a good spirit, please leave." You have to ask the spirit to leave. You do.
Away with you.
What do you
Away
do?
with
I
you.
cast thee out.
You've never been in a situation where you're like, whoa, this is creepy. What if something's around me? What? And then what is your go-to?
Then I do a breathing exercise, and I go, couple deep breaths, and I go, that's nonsense.
Okay.
I love to
It's
picture
fine.
the other end of that. A malevolent spirit there to do you harm, and you say, if you are a mean spirit, I must ask you to leave. And the spirit says, dang it. She got me.
Oh, man.
I
Almost had it.
now I have to leave.
The rules say if you ask nicely, this malevolent spirit has to leave. And I'm not happy about it, buddy, because, I am a malevolent spirit.
All I'm saying is there's that thing called exploding head syndrome where you hear noises, but it's all in your head.
Yeah.
And I have heard on a number of occasions at our new house, we've lived there for almost a year, I've heard somebody just one clap like that. And I know that reminds some people of The Conjuring. It's not what I'm trying to do. Just one clap.
yeah,
Exploder.
way too good.
Damn, I got to say
Yeah, clap again. Crazy.
Whoa.
Man.
I'm a believer.
With that
Anybody
kind
else
of
hear
power,
that?
Yeah, that was
with
wild,
that kind of
man.
power, who's coming to
Oh.
your place?
Well, and it's a man. I know there's a spirit of an older man at my house. I feel it.
Hey there, girl.
What's he wearing?
Yeah, I've known a couple violent
Got
women
a
in my
gray
life.
shirt on. I
How
don't
come
know.
those are the
Diapers.
for the ghost?
How do you know it's a man?
I just know. I can't tell you. I just know.
Yeah,
I feel
All
like
right.
there's a man watching me all the time.
Interesting.
yeah.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you
So no,
gotta
no to the
bind
Ouija
those bad
board.
spirits and kick them out. In the name of
Well-
Jesus.
Yes.
I mean, I will say Lemp Mansion is freaky deaky.
Oh, well,
Would you stay there?
Sure.
We could all stay there.
Yeah.
Where am I?
do
Where
it.
am I
I've
sleeping?
always wanted to do that.
I'm not sleeping on the floor.
My friend Kate,
You sleep in a bed. What are you talking about?
I'm not sleeping on the floor.
no, they have.
Rooms.
My friends Kate and Rungeon got married there a few years ago, and they had their reception at Lemp Mansion, and they stayed there for the night. And they said, like, they lock it up and leave you in there. And they said it was kind of
Hey, Rizz, I got a queen inflatable we can share.
I mean, like 14 people died in that mansion.
I would stay there as long as the accommodations are okay.
Hey, so staying on this for a second, how do you guys feel about you know how certain states have laws and certain ones don't about telling you if you bought a house that somebody died in?
Oh, yeah.
Because people are they're always like, well, what if somebody died there? That's what somebody said in the chat.
Know.
I don't care.
My house is almost 100 years old.
You don't care.
I won't buy the house.
Right.
If somebody murders their kids, I'm not buying the house.
But somebody died where you're sitting right now, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, like there's like, we've been here for a while. A few billion people have come and gone. Somebody's died everywhere.
If there was like a mass murder
no one
in
was
the house,
brutally murdered where she's sitting.
If there was a mass murder in the house, like kids were killed or like a family was killed.
Right.
Okay. If I knew, like it was a great house, if I knew about it, it wouldn't freak me out because of...
You try to get money off, though.
It wouldn't freak me out because of the spirits of these people that are trapped in this house. It would freak me out because something very bad happened here, and I wouldn't be able to get that out of my head.
Yeah.
So you'd rather not know?
I would rather not know.
It's like Amityville Horror.
Right, yeah, because you don't believe that there's anything tied to it other than...
The memory of it.
Horror resale value.
You would just walk around and be like, I wonder if someone died in this closet. That's what you'd be worried about, is just like your own head?
I mean, we can all think
no,
that.
it would just be bad thoughts. Like
that's what I mean. Like you walking around your house being like, oh, I wonder if there's a dead body right here in this corner.
Or like somebody was like, I'm putting my shirt, in the closet going, ooh, somebody was murdered here. Like that. Whose phone is going off? I could keep hearing it.
I don't know. Probably mine. I don't know. I have it turned off.
So you would want to know. I mean, you wouldn't want to know because you don't want to think about it. And you don't need to know.
It's not a spirits thing.
Yeah, you don't need to know because you don't believe the spirits thing.
Yeah, I don't buy it. Somebody said, and Lern, were you getting changed at the time?
Yes.
Somebody said it could be the spirit of Jeff.
Yes.
True, yeah.
You know what? And I believe that. I mean,
peekaboo.
You know what I said?
That spirit was around before he left.
I remember when Jeff died, and like you guys were outside the KC studio, and so I saw Tony and Rizz. Moon, I don't know if you were there. It could have just been King Scott in that moment, but I told Tony, I go, well, now Jeff can see us all naked. That was literally the first place that my brain went to. And honestly, I welcome it because whatever, man. I would rather have the spirit of Jeff Burton messing with my blinds, seeing my goods than some rando. Back to you.
But why is it never that?
Than some rando.
Why is it never that? Why is it always somebody violence trying to hurt me and mess with my blinds and all that? Why isn't it like, so-and-so that I used to know that, just kind of checking in,
Oh, I'd love it.
We knew each other back in middle school, and they're just saying hi.
Yeah.
Like,
I welcome
you know
that.
what I mean? Right, but no one ever has that encounter.
Yeah, you go to fear. You don't go to, like, so I would love to believe that my dad's walking around me all the time. My grandma's, like, I want to believe that they are there with me just as much as the strangers. So.
You know what's funny is I actually asked my wife just a couple days ago, I'm asking you guys this. Do you guys, does anybody pray?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just like in any sense, pray. In any sense. Do you ever talk to the dead?
Yes.
Because I don't anymore. I used to when I was young.
I don't know. I got my Ouija board out. That's how I do it.
You're full Wiccan too now. Look at what I've done to the show.
You don't pray?
Yes,
you pray.
I pray every day, but I'm saying like...
You pray to Jesus?
Yes, but I'm
he
saying...
died.
I'm saying like
rose
friends
again.
and family
You don't talk to him?
that I lost, I used to
He's still
speak
dead.
to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's alive.
Yeah, so I used to speak to the people that I lost very specifically.
Cool, get him in here
and I
for a
don't do that
guest
anymore.
tomorrow.
I do that.
Yeah, book him for Monday after Chris
Never
Hansen.
mind.
Not through prayer, Moon, but I do, like, I'll talk to my dad in my car when I'm driving.
Yeah.
And I'm talking out loud like a crazy person, but no,
I don't think that's crazy at all.
No, I don't. It's very comforting to be able to say things to the dead.
Yeah, and I used to do that, and I noticed that I don't do that anymore.
Chris says the egotistical think spirits visit them.
So I'm egotistical, is what he's saying? Yeah, man.
That's
I guess.
what Chris is
Okay.
saying.
It's kind of the same.
Cool
What makes
judgment, bro.
What makes me special?
I'm not special. I'm saying that I've had instances that are profound.
Can't explain.
Yeah.
Maybe I need something to happen to me. Maybe I need a profound experience, and I will become a believer.
Maybe you do.
I hope you
I'm
have
scared ghosts are real because it's unfinished business most of the time, and I get worked up over small things sometimes, and I don't want to get caught up in that. I got in a fight at a donut shop in Chicago and thought I had a heart attack. Got a chest pain, and I'm like, man, if I dropped right here, I'm going to have to haunt a donut shop for the rest of my life. You know how embarrassing that is? To haunt a place that closes at 2 p.m.? That's embarrassing, dude.
We're out of jelly.
Yeah, I got to be like,
Well, and David brings up a
no
great
more
point.
powdered sugar.
David, on the instant feedback of ghosts have the ability to modify blinds, throw plates, etc. Why can't they make cinnamon rolls on Saturday mornings?
Yeah.
I was thinking about
Do
it to
something.
clean the house. Why don't
Sweep
they do?
the damn floor.
Yeah, if you're going to live here.
Right.
And maybe they do. You know.
I'll scratch your back. You clean mine.
Clean my back with this loofah.
Yeah, you got to start pulling your weight around
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, you living rent free?
My
Do
house,
something.
my rules.
Load the dishwasher here and there.
Well, good luck. Learn with your spirits.
Well, Lemp
Hope everything-
Mansion.
Thanks, guys.
Hope everything works out.
Yeah, we got to do
Me
the limp.
too.
Lemp Mansion had like a lot of children die because of lead poisoning. It was like the first place that had pipes, and they couldn't figure out why their kids kept dying, and it was because of lead poisoning. They were drinking the water out of the pipes. So they say that place is haunted by little kids, which is
Are the
extra
worst of
creepy.
them all.
Extra creepy.
But easy to
And-
fight
yeah,
off.
but you said you could take, what, 300 fifth
Yeah.
graders? I'm sure you could
This'll
take
be-
300
Yeah, I could probably, but I think
fifth grader
I'd probably
ghosts.
take like 9 kid ghosts.
Are we not sure that at the Lemp Mansion, to keep people coming back, they're not like
Goofing it.
goofing
They got little,
Breaking
they
it.
got little hammers in the wall.
Yeah. ghost goofing.
making sounds.
Entertainment.
I think we need to do the stay over. We need to book the place.
I'm not staying anywhere.
Oh, yes, you are. Because this is the only way to find out. So many people have had paranormal experiences at the Lemp Mansion.
What's your TripAdvisor rating?
I don't know.
They got a 4.6 out of
I like my house a lot.
5 on Google reviews. Almost 1,500 Google reviews.
How about I go there and stay late?
Well,
No, you got to be awakened in the night. They understand you, you know.
Right.
my friend did like dinner theater?
Yeah.
Would you call it like the murder mystery theater?
Yeah,
there? And quit because they said, I guess they play multiple characters. Like they hire a lot of improv folk to
Yeah.
do this, and they have to play multiple. So one of the character changes, he has to come out with like a candle holder and be like, "What is that noise in the hallway?" And like he set the candle on the bottom of the stairs backstage, and he changed his shirt, turned around, candle was gone, and it was sitting at the top of the stairs. And he said he was the only one back there. It freaked him out, and he quit.
Get out of here.
4 out of 5 stars at TripAdvisor.
4.0 out of 190 reviews.
And
All right, let's go.
44% are 5 stars.
one of the reviews says, we were able to see a vacant room, the Elsa Limp Suite. And I have to tell you, I'm not sure I could manage a night's sleep there, but I have a vivid imagination. I'm a little bit of a coward when it comes to seeing ghosts. On our tour, we noticed some well-placed and fun tools of the macabre and spiritualism, like a Ouija board. The bar area was dark, but it was stained glass windows, brought it a little light. Main dining room, they're saying it was great.
Here's somebody that said, never mind the ghost. The towels were thin, small, and so rough that they actually hurt to use. 1 star.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We're not staying.
Well, listen, I've never been. I don't even know where it is.
It's
I don't
in,
even know where it is because all in my
Benton Park.
mind,
Benton Park.
when I in my mind when I think about staying at the Lemp Mansion, I'm thinking the house where Edward Norton and Brad Pitt stayed in Fight Club.
You're not too far off.
Is it?
No, it's
is it
better than
dusty?
that.
No, it's
No,
fancy.
it's old. Like there's antique furniture and things that were there this whole time.
Is it a legit hotel?
Somebody
It's a
said
bed and breakfast. Yes.
the same 1 star said we stayed here for the historical aspect. Quote, old, dangerous, and not kept up would be a better description than historical. But then there's 44% of them are 5-star reviews. 27% are 4-star reviews. I mean, it's got an overall great rating.
Yeah.
You know
It
what I'm
looks
gonna do?
nice. It looks nice.
Yeah.
I take an Ambien and stay there,
This is somebody that was upset about the
And you'll
towels.
be the
and
ghost.
and I get it.
and I would be doing night crimes. Look, he's possessed.
This is a bad review. 2 out of 5. No safe way to leave or enter the home. We didn't see anything supernatural, but it was very creepy, and the whole house is dimly lit and gloomy.
Why are they only doing stuff at night?
I wonder why.
Why not during the day?
I wonder why the lights
Ask
are
'em.
dim. I mean, what are they going to do? Let's get some new, fresh lighting, really brighten the place up? Absolutely not.
Anyway,
It's a badass looking house, though.
Yeah,
Look
it's sweet, man.
I don't
It's
remember
really
seeing
cool.
it like this. They must have painted the front.
There's no fat ghosts either.
Was it always
That we know of. There's
Lern, did it
Slimer.
always look like this?
He's
That's
kinda
it?
chubby.
I don't remember it being.
Yeah,
oh, that's nice.
it's really sweet.
I, for some reason, don't remember it being that bright on the
It looks
outside.
quite unassuming.
Slimer.
I've probably passed it 5,000 times. I didn't even realize. Oh, okay.
Good
well,
for
it looks-
them. Good for them.
It's an old
Business.
building.
Business.
Oh, that's the inside?
I told. Okay, you know what, Scott, you've been screwing around long enough. You've missed out. Your grandmother's house is far, far creepier than this.
Yes.
Far creepier. I'm
In
telling you
Shelbina?
guys, you've never seen a house
I'm
like
definitely
this.
not going there.
You go up on this porch. First of all, it's haunted by bees everywhere.
Oh, no.
But then you walk
They're
in and you're in this
boobies.
giant atrium with like 15-foot ceilings and a big stairwell that, I mean, it creaks before you step on it. It is wild. Then it has this enormous door, the size of this studio, that you have to open. You got to slide open, and then a huge living room. The weird thing about this house is when you go to the top of the steps, you're in another atrium, and there's 2 giant sliding doors.
Sounds
In order to
gorgeous.
get to one bedroom, you have to slide through and go through one giant bedroom into the next giant bedroom.
You know what it is? You go to this place hoping to hear something. And then every little thing, you got a heightened sense of like, ooh, that must be something.
Yeah, we're right.
It's an old house.
But
Things
also-
move. Things, pipes rattle.
And people, if they already have the Ouija board, I mean, people are inviting spirits all the time, so no telling what's going on.
It's a Hasbro product.
And I'm sure,
yeah, but it's still made with the idea of it being a
You
spirit
guys are
board.
out of your
Yeah.
minds.
I'm sure everything that happened in Shelbina is far
I
I mean,
creepier
Hasbro
than-
can make an ink pen. It's still an ink
Park.
pen.
I summon thee with the pop-o-matic bubble. Trouble, trouble, I'll give you trouble.
Yo,
Yeah, but Hasbro probably made ink pens.
you
and
could
there's
turn
some
that.
ink
You could
pens.
turn that into a haunted house for sure. You guys got to see this house.
Doth thou spirits
I'm telling
connect
you.
for?
In fact, our uncle does think it's haunted with his father.
I love that.
That's crazy.
Sorry. Shoots and ladders,
We-
shoots and ladders.
We
Light as
can't
a
be at
ladder.
each other's throats. Today is National Taco Day. We can't.
All right.
Yeah,
We can't argue. How can we argue?
How can we argue?
On National Taco Day?
Talk about
Oh.
ghost poops.
There are deals to be had. 5% of people don't like tacos. Who are these people? And what's their problem?
Get out of here.
Maybe it's a mess thing. I didn't like tacos when I was young because
a
you
hands thing.
crunch. Well, no, you just crunch, and then everything that I just neatly put in there is now on the plate, and that's obnoxious.
I don't like a hard
why
shell.
soft
taco.
shell-
Well,
Those
we're
are
gonna
where it's
get
at.
to preferences.
Okay.
We'll get to preferences in just a second.
Some people feel like soft shell tacos aren't tacos,
Who?
like purists.
well,
Name names.
I don't know. What would he
Find
do?
me any article.
well,
I
a
don't-
Mexican street
don't
taco
keep a
is
list,
soft
guys.
corn.
This sounds more suspect than the Ouija board to me.
I think a crunchy taco is an American thing. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I've never been to.
Like I've been to Mexico and had street tacos.
Same.
And
Never
there's
once have they
soft
offered.
corn.
Yeah.
Hey, back to the spirit thing real quick. If you look at the paper towel roll, look at that. It's moving. I wonder how that's possible.
The air conditioning's on.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
do you prefer tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Burritos.
Burritos.
Tacos.
It's getting out of control with the burritos, by the way.
It is. More on that later.
With the size, yeah, more on that later.
what?
You're right. With the size of these burritos,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's getting out.
I'm
Of hand.
tacos. I'm a taco man.
Taco man,
Burrito.
burritos.
I like a
71%
burrito
of us
sometimes.
prefer tacos to burritos.
Yeah.
Riz, what do you prefer?
Tacos.
Okay.
Because again, these burritos are getting out of control.
Yeah.
Look, this one's the size of a baby.
Yep. And you know what? Are we going to do this now? When you eat a burrito, when you bite in on either end, whichever side you decide, you're always just eating sour cream and guac for that first bite. You know what I mean?
That's amazing.
You're eating the condiments first. You're not getting any meat or whatever.
That's a.
You're going straight.
If it's poorly made, I mean, you should. If you're going to make a big
depends on how
burrito
you know
like
it,
that, it depends on how you roll
If you
it.
know what you're doing.
I mean, I have to cut them in half, which I think is blasphemous when you're eating a burrito. You have to keep it wrapped, right? You don't cut
That's
it in
the
half.
reason for the wrap.
Yeah.
But I get upset. There's too much
That's the reason for the
sour
wrap.
cream on the
I
end.
will say, in defense of the burrito,
I don't
College.
eat a burrito.
Carbondale, there was a place called La Bamba's where you could get a burrito as big as your head. That was their slogan. And that was nice at 3 o'clock in the morning because you would walk home eating this giant, and then you'd put half of it in the fridge, drunk off your ass.
You know what? What's the place called?
Wake up
La
La
Bamba's.
Bamba's. You'd wake up in the morning, you got a breakfast burrito. and it
Okay,
was enough.
so
It was great. It was like
We
two
were-
meals.
My daughter and I went to the corner pub yesterday, and they have a La Bamba's burrito. And my daughter ordered it yesterday.
It's huge.
Oh, my
It was
God.
huge. So there's French fries in it.
That's like a California style. Yeah.
So there's French fries in it. There's brisket.
That's
there
a
was,
burrito.
Your daughter ate that?
She ate half.
She's so
The
small.
other half's in the fridge. Anyway,
That's why I like burritos. Because
You can save it?
Two
'cause you
meal?
can two
Yeah,
meal
it's
them.
a 2 meal. And if you're gonna have a nacho, I mean a taco, I'd rather just have nachos because it's more fun.
Yeah, you're
it's the
sticking
same
my
thing.
yes.
Yeah. It's the
So
same
a
thing.
few, since today is National Taco Day, a few national chains have deals. Like Taco John's has a deal going on. Del Taco has a deal going on. But Taco Bell is getting most of the attention for two big announcements they just made. So they brought back their popular Taco Lover subscription pass.
Oh yeah, what was that? Was that a monthly or a yearly? Was that the thing you get like 2 tacos a day or?
Yeah. And they announced they'll finally start selling actual breakfast tacos later this month. Their current breakfast menu has breakfast burritos, quesadillas, crunch wraps, but no tacos. They had a waffle taco for a minute back in 2014.
Ooh,
Interesting. What is like a breakfast?
They
thing?
brought them in for us. They were terrible.
Maybe that's
Waffle
why I don't
taco.
remember
They
it.
were terrible. Terrible.
They brought them to me, and they were still
They're
terrible.
awful. And the new ones they got are pretty basic. Just eggs and cheese with bacon, sausage, or potatoes in a toasted tortilla. So they're opting for simplicity.
I feel like people that don't like burritos haven't had a burrito that was properly made, and same goes for tacos. If you don't like tacos, it's just because you haven't had a well-made taco yet.
Their Taco Lovers Pass is something they started doing last year. So for like $10 a month, you get 1 taco a day for the next month.
Do you guys feel like I do about tacos, that it's like pizza? Like you get to customize it. Taco, like when you say taco, it means something different to you than it does to me.
That's what I'm thinking, because like I would never have a fish burrito, but I will have a fish taco.
Right.
And essentially that's the same thing. So what's up? Like, why can't I have a fish burrito? You never see that.
Well, that's why I'm confused as to how somebody could hate a burrito or hate a taco when you get to pick what's in it.
Yeah.
It's what you want.
It's 100% customizable.
It's just the submarine in which it's delivered to you. It's just the
It's
just
just
a handle.
Mexican food in general. It's the same 9 ingredients,
But it doesn't even have to be Mexican.
but it's always amazing, and you never get tired of it.
You know what it is? It's like going to a water park and they have the water slide that's a tube that you can't see out of, and then the water slide that's all open air. The open air water slide is a taco. The closed slide is a burrito. They are not the same. And it's the same, like, sometimes the burrito, it's more uncomfortable to eat. Would you put fish in a burrito? No. You want it open aired. Back to you.
You want it open aired.
Wow, that was a really airtight argument you just made.
That was
I've
solid.
gotten 3 hours
You killed
of
it.
sleep.
Man.
Thank you.
No.
Case closed.
Oh, see now, look.
Can you clap again?
Yeah. That's the door shutting on that argument.
Laura says, what about fajitas? Now that's
That's a
fancy.
whole.
Kind
Now
of
we
a
got
different
sizzling plates.
Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm
Which those are epic.
now
we
I'm
got
just
different
paying
game.
more to make my
fajitas.
own tacos.
Fajitas
Right.
is just a show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pay me.
It's just a show. Now I'm just paying for a show for me to make my
Oh,
own tacos.
cool. You know, a 4,000-degree skillet with
Yeah.
with peppers and now overcooked meat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool,
and,
man.
And leftover
Cool.
beans.
And onions. More onions than you need.
It's always
Cool.
like the least fresh beans on a fajita plate.
Do you like the birria tacos? The ones that they dip the shell.
What?
Or dip the whole taco in like
Deep fry?
and like a consomme.
What are we talking
What'd
about
you
right
say?
now? What is that
Birria.
consomme?
I don't know what that word means.
We are from
dude.
Southern
Like a-
Illinois.
like
We
a
don't get
soup,
to eat
like
at those
a-
fancy one-word restaurants.
Beer.
What, Rockstar Taco? Yes.
Birria. Birria.
Beer.
Birria.
Birria. Let's see. Authentic Mexican
Birria.
birria.
If you have a chance to have
Oh,
one
yeah,
of these.
yeah.
Wait, so this is showing it in a bowl.
This is
No, it's an actual taco that you
This
would
looks
dip
great.
in. It comes with like almost like it's like a Mexican French dip.
Oh, that's what
Like
it
an
is.
au jus?
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
yeah,
So it's like a
whatever.
fajita and a taco meets
Ooh, that looks
like a French dip sort of thing.
phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's
So this is
an
all-
authentic Mexican thing.
So you dip this in, or you pour this in?
You
dip.
actually have a taco and you dip them.
So you have a fried taco. Look at this, because these are fried, and
made
then,
my mouth water.
And then you dip them
And
into
then you
this
dip them in like this consomme soup.
beef soup thing.
Yeah, dude.
Beef soup.
Woo!
Okay, I'm in.
Shout out to Rockstar Tacos. They got an awesome one.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I never had those.
look at
Why
that
do I-
with the lemon and the garnish. You see this,
Dude,
this
so
is-
good.
This is how it's
goodness.
done.
Okay, so crunchy or soft?
Soft.
Soft for me.
Soft.
Corn or flour?
Not a purist.
Flour.
Flour. I don't like corn. I don't like corn.
I like
It's
the
too dry.
soft corn.
It's too dry. Oh, I can't believe you like it, dude. You're so moisture sensitive.
Well, it all
Yeah.
depends on what you put inside it.
Oh, dude, the corn it's so dry.
Yeah, man.
In your mouth,
Cardboard
it's like
box.
a cracker. It's just not.
No, but
I am shocked.
You're
for you
talking
to
the
say
hard
that.
corn.
Yeah.
Hardcore corn.
You're talking
I
about
like hardcore
The
corn.
soft corn.
I don't like softcore corn.
soft corn. No, there's not such a thing.
Yes, there is.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, and you have to. But see,
Usually they double them up too.
well, and you have to fry those because if you try to eat them, they fall apart, right?
You just heat them.
You heat them.
If you heat them up for like 11 seconds, that's our move.
Okay.
11
All
seconds
right, so
on the zapper.
I don't like the indignation that you're saying that with. But
all right, what about what do you put? What do you toppings?
Me? All right.
Yeah.
Sour cream.
Little shred lead.
Little shred lead. Salsa. The green Tabasco sauce, green pepper Tabasco. It's a secret weapon. I do cheese, and the little avocado slice.
Okay.
Slice. No guac? Straight slice.
Straight slice.
I like it.
Oh, you're
Thank
wrong.
you.
Yeah.
Black beans, mix of shred cheese, some shred lead or whatever, whatever sort of greenery there. I like a little bit of like salsa or pico de gallo or something like that, whatever protein you choose. We do like just the flat Greek yogurt instead of sour cream.
Yeah.
And then any sort of guacamole. I don't care what it is. It can be just raw avocado. It can be full mix.
I've been using that.
Any of that stuff.
I've been using that Valentina's hot sauce. Has anybody had that before?
No.
No, I don't think I've had that one, but I do like the Chipotle Cholula. Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
That's my jam.
Yeah, I tried it.
I like that.
I've been on this Valentina's kick.
Valentina.
That stuff is it's at a lot of restaurants and everything.
Yeah, it's like a fat bottle.
This stuff's pretty yummy.
It's
I
like
do
a fat
that.
stubby bottle. All right, what do you put on yours quickly?
Okay, mine is I'll do the black beans.
Yeah.
I'll do a little bit of the shred lettuce, and then you got to have a ton of cilantro. Put a ton of that in there. Verde. I put also pico de gallo.
Oh, yeah.
And usually chicken is my other thing in there.
Shredded?
Shredded chicken, yeah.
Nice.
And obviously avocado and maybe some black olives.
Yes.
Let's go to town. Throw some onion on there too, and a tomato.
Oh yeah, onions. I'm all about
How
onions.
big is this freaking taco?
This is a big one. I'm going all in.
This
and a boot. I want a boot
Valentina
on there.
is vinegar based, and I'm starting to get away from the vinegar based ones.
Really?
Dude, try it, man. It's good.
Dude, it's so the vinegar is where it's at. The go-to is Tapatio or
Yeah, top.
Oh, yeah.
or Cholula.
I like
Those
that
are
one.
the two
I like that one.
top. Those are top tier.
All right, Rafe, what do you put on yours?
Oh, this is easy. You do a base of sour cream and guac, smear it on the tortilla,
Yeah.
okay? Because then that is the glue,
Yes.
okay? Then you put the toppings that normally fall off. If you're a pro, you put the tomatoes, you put the lettuce, you put the meat, and it all becomes stuck right there. So now you got a good, even distribution, right? Before you even try to fold. Then the cheese goes on top because the cheese will stick. Okay? Then cilantro, you're out of your mind. That ruins the whole palate. That everything tastes like you put one piece of cilantro on
Sparingly.
anything, everything tastes like
It tastes
cilantro.
fresh. They hate that.
Well,
It tastes like cilantro.
some people can't.
Taste
Cilantro's
it.
Some
great.
people,
It's like soap.
Some people it's a genetic thing. Actually.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm
your
sorry for
your
you all.
DNA's
Yeah.
problem.
Well, I'm
Right.
genetically superior. That is you guys, you have the recessive trait.
Ah.
Just like cilantro.
We like
You
plants.
put all that on. Then you got a nice even distribution. So I like the black olives too. I'll put some black olives on there. But that's it. You don't have to overdo it. Maybe a little bit of
Garnish?
I like a little lime juice.
Ooh, yeah.
what's the stuff? The crema.
Oh,
Like a
yeah.
little bit on
Yeah.
top, a
Crema
little bit of
fresh.
the crema or the queso, or I do fresh slice like queso
queso.
cheese.
Okay.
Queso cheese.
And some
Dude.
cracked salt. Just a
Wow.
Just a boop.
well, the best taco I've ever had is at a place called Taco Town.
Where at? Where's Taco Town?
Taco
Here
City, right?
is I do have their commercial.
Oh, please.
You've never been to Taco Town?
No, nobody's ever taken me to Taco
dude,
Town.
we are going to Taco Town.
You know what I love about tacos?
What's that? Everything. Do tacos get any more kick butt than this?
Oh, they're about to, all right. You at Taco Town. We take a crunchy all-beef taco, smother it in nacho cheese, lettuce, tomato, and our special Southwestern sauce. Then we wrap it in a soft flour tortilla with a layer of refried beans in between.
Sweet.
Then we wrap that in a savory corn tortilla with a middle layer of Monterey Jack cheese.
Awesome.
And it gets even awesomer when we take a deep-fried gordita shell, smear on a layer of our special guacamolito sauce, and wrap that around the outside.
This is pretty big.
It gets bigger because we bake it in a corn husk filled with pico de gallo, then wrap that in an authentic Parisian crepe filled with egg, gruyere, merguez sausage, and portobello mushrooms.
Can I eat it now?
Sure. But not before we take the whole thing and wrap that in a Chicago-style deep dish meat lovers pizza.
Pizza? Now that's what I call a taco.
Well, it's not a Taco Town taco until we roll it up in a blueberry pancake, dip it in batter, and deep fry it until it's golden brown. Then we serve it all in a commemorative tote bag filled with spicy vegetarian chili. It's 15 great tastes all rolled into one.
Taco Town!
The new Pizza Crepe Taco Pancake Chili Bag, only at Taco Town.
Taco Town!
Yeah, I don't know if they make those anymore.
Oh, bummer.
I think that actually killed a couple people.
I would say so.
3 bites in.
Ooh, Mission Taco. I just read that this morning on Taco Day, National Taco Day. Mission Taco getting sued.
No.
St. Louis's Mission Taco joint sued by tortilla and chip giant Mission Foods.
Yeah.
What?
I love
Mission-
Mission Taco, but I will admit that when they first hit, I didn't know if it was associated.
Oh wow! See, I never
will
put
say-
the two together.
because we have those, and weirdly enough, that's one of the few labels that I see in our pantry because the tortillas are right by the bread and they're facing up, and a lot of times it's that brand, that Mission.
Mission tortilla chips.
Yeah.
They usually come in like the brown
Yeah, we have
those are
the brown bag.
We have the burrito, flat tortilla things, and it's in like a bag like this, and it's got the logo facing up, and that's what I see when I go into the pantry. So when Mission launched, I don't know. I mean, I think rightfully so. I somewhat understood the confusion there and had a natural correlation.
I never put the two together.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I knew there was Mission Taco joint and then the Mission tortilla chips.
Well,
Is Mission Taco Joint doing bags of chips now at stores?
No, well, here's the deal. So
Once I saw the logo, by the way, I mean that was like
the logo is
separated
drastically
the two.
different.
Yeah, and it
But-
says Taco Joint.
STL Today, this an article there. A Mission Taco joint being sued for trademark infringement by Mission Foods, a Texas-based tortilla and chip manufacturer. Gruma, which is the parent company of Mission Foods, claims the word mission is inherently distinctive and, after 60 years in business, has come to signify Mission Foods products. Mission Taco Joint's use of the word is deceptive, as the St. Louis chain has no connection to the Gruma brand, according to the lawsuit. Gruma is asking the court to bar Mission Taco Joint from using Mission, Mission Taco, and Mission Taco Joint and opening new restaurants, like the one slated for Town and Country,
Don't ruin this for us. Yeah.
which I was looking forward to.
Me as well.
Mission Taco Joint opened its first location in the Del Mar Loop back in 2013. The chain expanded with 4 more locations in the St. Louis area, 2 in Kansas City, most recently 1 in Leawood, Texas. The brand also sold food at Busch Stadium this season, operates a food truck.
Streets of St. Charles.
Given the fame of the Mission brand for Mexican food products, it is inevitable that the use of the name Mission Taco by Mission Taco will result in confusion of the purchasing public.
So this didn't happen until they expanded to Texas.
No, what's crazy about this?
How did they get on a radar here?
No, they were. They're not in Texas.
Yeah, I thought you just said Leawood,
Kansas.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leawood,
I heard
Kansas.
Leawood,
It's the
Texas.
Texas of the Midwest.
Leawood, Kansas. So, according to the lawsuit, Mission Taco Joint started operations long after the Mission brand of food products established itself 60 years ago. Mission Foods makes and sells a range of tortilla products, including corn, flour, high-protein, and low-carb tortillas, spinach herb wraps, and blah, blah, blah. Now, they didn't know about Mission Taco Joint until this year. There was a Tortilla Industry Association meeting in Austin, Texas. Mission Taco Joint had a representative there,
Oh, no.
and that's where they found out.
Wow.
So they were under the radar the entire
So
time.
Mission Tortilla employs no one with the internet? That's weird.
Well, why would they be looking up a place in St. Louis?
Right.
You don't, I mean, that's
Well,
not how
this
the
is a
internet works
market here.
necessarily. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you? Oh, come on, man. How long has Mission been around? Taco Joint?
Since 2013, so 10 years.
That's it's been a minute.
Yeah, can they just throw not on their sign?
Can they
Not
just
Mission.
partner up? like, I'm sorry, but the drama in taco world lately with Taco Bell and Taco John's and now the Mission, like,
Taco Wars, the great Taco Wars.
Which, if you have the Taco John's house dressing, that changes the entire landscape of the taco, but I don't want to get into that right now.
So without further argument, you're the judge. What do you do?
Oh, boy.
I sit these people down and I go, what you do is Lord's work.
No,
Feeding people.
So you're throwing the case out.
I'm throwing it out. I go, you people need to get it together.
You're throwing the quesadilla out.
You need to just partner up,
Man,
start distributing.
I don't.
Mission Taco Joint needs to start. They need to go, hey, we can both exist. There's plenty of room for all. We would love to sell your tortillas at our joint.
Ooh, man. I don't know, man.
And I, as a consumer, will go, I'm down.
So what happens
So you
is
throw it out.
Will they just make them shift the name, or is it a thing where
I
they
don't
try
know
to
if
take them
this
down?
I don't know if this is getting thrown out.
I'm a hung judge. Tell you what.
'Cause, I mean, it does say
Yeah, you
food
are.
joint,
I
and
know
the
it.
logos are not the same.
Yeah, but the name is the same. And as Moon said earlier,
And it is.
he
Yeah,
was confused.
But think of all the
I mean,
taco places.
yeah.
There's Taco Bell, Taco John's, Taco, you know, like
It's not the name Taco.
I was
it's
only
Mission.
confused because it was 2013. Mission Taco had not existed for 10 years, doing something drastically different than Mission Tortillas or whatever.
Mission Taco is expanding to different markets.
Yeah, and so
And there may be
I
that
don't know.
confusion when this taco joint moves into new locations.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
And who knows if Mission Taco also wants to get into the grocery store game, they may want to figure that out too.
And maybe that's what they're trying to
Yeah.
do. They're trying to cut it off at the pass.
Yeah.
The other mission is.
Dude.
I don't know, man. It's an interesting.
They're up against a big company.
I'm glad I'm not a part of the decision making process.
I don't
you're
know-
part of it.
I don't know the laws.
What do you mean?
I don't know trademark laws.
I have no-
I don't know
Oh, yes.
copyright laws.
All of us are on the line for this because if Mission Tortilla screws and ruins Mission Taco Joint, we're going to be with one less amazing, delicious place.
we have a
to
new mission on this planet.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like I'm glad I'm not a part of the decision making
Here's
process
the-
because this is a curious case that I'm interested in how it goes.
Problem that I
I'm
would
rooting
have
for
with
everybody.
it, I feel like the association is Spanish mission, as in, Spanish church. The association is like being made with like an existing piece of architecture. So it's like even the way they designed the building is made to look like that. So it's like, do you own that? Do you own the likeness? Can the church sue both of them?
I mean,
How far down the rabbit hole are we willing to go?
I don't know.
You know,
If it
there's
was-
a
if it was-
restaurant called Bunny. Can Bunny Bread sue them?
Is it a bunny bread restaurant? Because I mean, I can understand if
Are they making the same
if it
kind
was
of thing?
Mission, if it was Mission roast
I'm sure they
beef,
use bread.
I'm just saying
it's
if-
a restaurant.
Yeah, but
they
you,
have.
But you understand this? It's Mission Taco, and this is a tortilla maker. I mean, there's a direct association. It's not Mission Roast Beef House. I don't think
Yeah.
there'd be an issue. They were at a taco convention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The big tortilla convention.
or whatever the heck it was. Like, I mean, there's a direct
I think it's kind
Parallel.
of funny they were flying under the radar until
right.
they sent representatives from Mission Taco Joint to this big conference in Austin.
Legit, I just assumed that like, oh, they know what they're doing, or they've already figured this out. I in 2013, when I went to Mission Taco the first time, I think it was with you, maybe in Del Mar Hall, before my pageant show, and that was the first time I was like, wow, this place is dope.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
I
place.
love this place.
I've been to
Great-
the place
great
in the
tacos.
streets of St. Charles.
Yeah, we get Mission Taco probably once every other week.
I'm excited about the place opening up in Town and Country.
Yes.
That's one of the places that I take people from out of town if they're kind of staying near the area or they're going down and play in the amphitheater or something. Like, hey, let's hang. It's close. That's usually
it's
my
quick.
go-to.
Yeah.
Well,
if they
what
have to
about
change their
ramen
name-
places?
What you mean?
Top Ramen is a brand that sells in the stores. If I said, what'd you have for dinner last night? You would say ramen noodles. We would all associate that with that brand, right? So if you have a place, if you have a restaurant that's just called like
Ramen is like steak.
is what it's called.
It's like,
But what if they have a copy
steak.
written? What if
It's
they
ramen? Ramen is a dish.
Right.
Ramen is not a brand.
Okay.
It's a dish.
So that's the loophole.
Yeah. Like there's no
I don't think it's a loophole. I think that's like
There's
that's
no,
the core.
yeah, it's nothing to do with the name taco or the word taco. It's the whole mission thing.
What do you think? Should Mission Taco change their name to something like Tortilla Chips?
Interesting.
Or Brown
about
Tortilla
this?
Chip Bag?
How about this? Taco Bell.
Hey, that's a great call because there's
Taco
a
Bell joint.
on
Taco
Missions.
Ring.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, there's a Bell in Missions. and then you
Taco
could,
Bell joint. That's it. All right, listen.
Church's
we got
tacos.
to take a break. I do want to come back on the other side and finish up food news because people are all excited about this McRib coming back.
It's coming back again?
Yeah.
Hasn't this
It
thing...
went away. It was on its quote-unquote farewell tour last year, and now they're bringing it back.
Yeah, this thing has died a dramatic
with
death
me?
4 or 5 times.
Who's with me? Don't answer this now. Who thinks the McRib is overrated?
My hand is in the air. I have
God,
hands.
it's terrible. Terrible.
I love it.
Overrated.
It's the only good McDonald's product.
We'll chop it up next, and we'll get to crap on celebrities. Team Rizz Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From O'Fallon, Missouri, Andrew Ravage is our Team Rizz Remember the Day. Andrew discovered the Rizz Show during the pandemic to help pass the time. He's become a regular listener of the show ever since. Misses listening to Jeff annoy me. Appreciates King Scott.
yeah.
Doing his best to help fill the void. Well, that's nice. Andrew's favorite segments, Friday Fails, because they always help set a great tone heading into the weekend. Loves Craigslist Freak of the Week because they never fail to make him cringe. Andrew Ravage from O'Fallon, Missouri is our Team Rizz Remember the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, it is 7-11. Wednesday. First look at the traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. $20 per carload for Saturday's NHRA alcohol drag races this Saturday at WWT Raceway. Go to WWTRaceway.com for more info. We got a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 70 westbound at Cypress Road. We also have a lane closed due to a crash 270 eastbound at Doherty Ferry. And a lane closed due to a stalled vehicle 55 northbound at Merrimack Bottom Road. Your point forecast, chance for a few showers today, and chances do increase tonight into tomorrow morning. High of 84. Right now it is 67 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got?
Child custody battles are a new thing. Garth Brooks gets called out for being a weirdo. Are silent movies coming back? Jack Black Sabbath, and we trash another list. It's a doozy. The best horror movies of all time.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrities. And the McRib is overrated. Stay there. All right, welcome back to the Rizz Show. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. We're going to play matchup with Moon later. Grab on celebrities here in a second. We'll get to your emails. All right, to put a capper on food news. It's been 1 year since McDonald's had its big farewell tour for the McRib. And in related news, the McRib will be back at McDonald's next month.
Way to go.
Cool. The old band move. We're breaking up. We're going on hiatus.
We didn't
Yeah.
know how much you loved
We're
us.
doing a final tour. Give us your money.
If you
We'll
didn't
see
see
you
this
next
coming,
year.
you only have yourself to blame because they've done it before. The McRib also had farewell tours in 05 and 06. They brought it back in 07 anyway. Because of that, McRib aficionados were skeptical about last year's marketing stunt, and it turns out they were right. McDonald's says it was just a farewell to being available, quote, nationwide, whatever the hell that means. In other words, a lot of locations will have it again this year, but maybe even most of them, it just won't be available at all locations.
So tell me something. And somebody mentioned this in the chat and said something about the newer McRibs are terrible. I'll admit, I told you this was my favorite food when it first came out in the '80s or whatever the heck year that was. I remember going, this is the greatest thing I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's soft. I don't eat ribs, and if this is what ribs taste like, I think I love them. Yeah, like the sauce was great. Everything was so good. I loved the bun. I loved everything about it. I think even my mother loved it. So we used to be like McRib buddies. We'd go get this thing. I got it with my neighbor. I remember getting it all the time. And then when it came back, I was excited. When we were doing the show, whatever it was, 2014, 15, something like that. And
Yeah, I went and got one for the first time.
I did too, and I was like, wow. I am not
I'd never
that
had
same
one before.
kid anymore. What I'm asking is there a new one? Did they change it?
Have you ever seen a naked McRib? One that hasn't been sauced?
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow one on
Ew, it's like
OnlyFans.
pink, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a dog treat.
Yeah, but I mean, have you seen a McDonald's pink slime hamburger?
Tastes like a dog treat, too, to be honest.
It's disgusting. Of course it's gross.
Serious question, though.
McDonald's.
Are there different formulas? Maybe that was like
I don't know.
less healthy
Could
back in
be.
the 80s, so now they did something different?
I
I think it
finally
was the
went.
foam container.
I finally went to get one. I think back in 2014.
I think I made you.
Because I
was
said,
like, you've
what the
got-
hell's all
you've
the
gotta-
hype about?
Oh,
Right.
They were the
Like,
best.
People celebrating the return of the McRib. People were camping out at McDonald's locations.
On occasion, you get one of those like kind of rubber BB bites, you know, like where like you go,
What the hell
and
is
you go,
that?
Oh, what is that? And you just spit that out, and then you keep going.
Yeah, Rafe
That's
brought up
the
a good point.
cartilage.
Is it still in the foam, the little foam package?
No, it was wrapped in paper.
Have you guys ever had an Impossible or a Beyond Burger?
Oh yes,
Rizz, have you?
No.
some
man.
some are great
Why would I have one when I can just get a regular one?
I'm going to have you come over to the house.
Because
and I'm
it's
going to
different.
make you. Oh, yeah.
And
Why try an apple
Invitation
when you've had
declined.
an orange?
We're going to have an into summer or fall
Why would I
barbecue.
eat something that's supposed to taste like meat when I could just eat meat?
Because
It's
I
not
want you to
necessarily-
taste it.
Yeah, I had McDonald's when I was a kid, so I had a lot of.
It's
It
not
is a
Impossible
meat
burgers.
substitute.
It's not just imitation stuff. It's something because it's for people that want that. You know that's why it's designed for that. It doesn't mean that it's not food for you. It
It's
doesn't
not
mean
food
that
for me.
it might
Why
be
would I
something
have
you
an
don't like.
alternative when I can have the real thing?
Okay, man.
I just want you to experience something, you know?
It just doesn't make sense.
I just want you to have
I
It
don't
open your
doesn't
life
make
up.
sense in my
I
life.
personally don't think your argument makes sense.
It makes
for trying
100%
something
sense.
new.
I want you to hate it fully. I want you to go, I tried it. It's
Yeah.
terrible. I hate it. And that, because right now you're just uneducated.
I have a bad attitude.
What do you
about it,
hate
number
the?
one.
You do. Your attitude's really poor
You do.
right now.
you
Riz,
do.
what's your stance? Is it for the minerals that are in meat, or is it for the lack of minerals that's in the other stuff?
Neither.
Neither. It's
Cool.
why would I
Cool.
have?
This is the
Scots.
principle.
Why would I have?
Both of you can.
Don't lump me in with him.
But you're on the same side of
maybe we're
ridiculous
on the same
arguments.
side, but my argument is coherent.
Okay.
Sorry, Scott.
It's
no offense.
uneducated.
You're,
No,
you're
No,
on your
vitamins
own.
and minerals are.
We're on. Well, listen, we're on. And
Your argument is, I like meat. It tastes good. I don't want a fake version of it. Right?
And also, you're part of.
why would I have
Yes.
an alternative
Yes.
to something that I could have the regular version of?
yes.
Because I want you to just know what it's like. So when you hate on it, you can really hate on it.
And the answer is the thickness of your blood and staving off a heart attack.
Right. Just for one day.
Do you guys remember back to this McRib? Somebody mentioned that they used to have
No,
it
thanks.
in the frozen section at Sam's. You could get them. You could get.
Oh, yeah.
them.
Oh,
I
yeah.
for-
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot, and we used to get that too. I
And
used
they
to eat it
serve
at
those-
home.
and-
That's
yeah,
amazing.
it was the same as like the cafeteria rib sandwich. It's the same thing. It's caca. It's garbage.
Nah.
It is not worth the hype.
Some
it
garbage
once.
is good, though.
I just want to know if it changed or did
It's
I change?
good.
I'm not
I'm with you.
making an anti-garbage argument that it is not garbage.
It
I'm
is
making
overhyped.
I'm making a pro-garbage is good argument.
Yeah, we're pro garbage on this show.
It
I
may
love
be-
garbage.
Yes.
Honestly, I think it's McDonald's best product.
What? Are you? I'm sorry.
Still?
As somebody who is on her, I have had no McDonald's this year. January
Yeah.
1, 2024.
That's
I
like
can't
saying
wait.
I haven't eaten a razor blade this year. Like, congratulations.
The McRib is the best McDonald's. Filet-O-Fish is the best.
Second
McDonald's.
best. I'll agree with that.
Oh, the best.
I do like the
McDonald's
filet-o-fish.
is the
Thank
Big
And their
Mac.
egg sandwich, right? Does that count?
Third's probably
That
McChicken.
McMuffin, it's
Like a
good.
McMuffin's great.
It is
Yeah,
great.
that one. Yeah.
I'll take
Big
breakfast
Mac.
off. I'm taking breakfast off the table.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Big Mac is great.
It's okay.
QPC, great.
It's okay. It's like it's okay. The patties are tiny. I think McDonald's is overrated. The McRib is its best product, but McDonald's as a whole is overrated.
The whole, oh my God, it's coming back hype is,
Stupid.
what's wrong with you people?
Just put it on the menu, man.
Do you have taste buds?
Just put it on the menu. If it's so good, put it full year and see what happens.
This is why they want to do this, is creating this
Talk.
this for the lemmings out there to
Yeah.
go, oh, who's back?
I think even the people that really like it can eat only one in like a week. Because you eat 2 or 3 of those and you go,
I'm different.
Dude, they sell you a second one for $1. I'm eating at least two.
So is it different if somebody that's still eating them? Are they different than what I remember? Because in the 80s, I was obsessed about
that is a distinct possibility because everything changes. And if they found a cheaper way to make it and manufacture it, it wouldn't surprise me. They used to serve it in the little long foam
Yeah.
thing, which
was
made
awesome.
it. Sometimes I think that let it soak in its own steam and marinate in there. So there's probably some chemical thing. Then when they wrap it in the paper and it gets all smushed and slimy, and then you open it up and there's barbecue sauce all over the paper.
apparently
You
it
don't
comes in
like that on your hands.
comes
That's
in a
ruining
box.
your whole
No, no, no.
experience.
Box.
Oh, yeah, fancy
That's why I like
box.
the big hoagie.
It comes in the box.
It does?
It does.
Comes in a cardboard box?
It comes in a rectangular box.
It was the only thing
Yeah,
as a
it's
kid that
nice.
I could.
It's like on a mini
tolerate-
sub-roll.
It's the only thing as a kid I could tolerate pickles on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pickles and onions in the barbecue sauce.
I take the
whole
onions
thing
off.
is swimming
Take
in
the
barbecue
onions off,
sauce.
yeah.
It's disgusting. Anyway.
I'm just saying, if McDonald's had a hair on its ass, they would put it on the menu full time and see what
A
happens.
hair in its ass?
On its ass.
On its ass.
Next month, go ahead and knock yourselves out.
I'm picturing
McRib
Ronald
enthusiasts.
McDonald's ass. With
My
lots of
goodness.
red hairs. And it's
They
not
are red.
pleasant.
So I was thinking,
better
because
than their
again,
food.
the McRib hype is just,
It's good, dude. In fact, I used to work at a gas station, dude. The Landshire sandwiches had their little steam in a bag McRib, their little McRib knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just called a rib meat sandwich, I think.
Fun.
Rib spare parts sandwich.
Rib meat sandwich.
I looked at the back and I'm like, it's made from spare rib parts. And I'm like, okay, shouldn't have looked at that. Thank God for Mr. Nutrition that I have that information.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P.
oh, yeah, the Mr.
Belser.
Nutrition label. Yeah.
Belser.
Berkey Belzer. R.I.P. brother. And it was pretty good, man. Like you open up one end of the bag, put it in the microwave for a minute, and I was like, you know what? There's something. It's all right.
You know why they don't have the McRib year-round?
Why?
Because if they had it year-round, the world would be out of rats.
Well, at least we know that. At least there's facts.
Hey, chat says the best McDonald's item is fries, and I agree.
Yeah,
of
man.
course it
Their
is.
fries are
And
the
the
best.
If you
Coca-Cola.
eat them within the first 40 seconds that they're out of the fryer, otherwise they turn into an unsustainable flubber.
Yeah, but that's the nice thing about McDonald's turnover and
That
popularity.
doesn't bother you guys?
Is that their fries are always fresh and hot because nobody's not getting fries from there.
I love the chat so much. Electric Outcast goes, anyone hate Wendy's? Just throw it out. So
Do you guys
hey,
remember?
I like Wendy's.
Yeah.
Wendy's
Going
has
back
turned
to
a
the
corner.
foam packaging, do you remember the robot toys that McDonald's had where they look like they're foam boxes? And had
Oh, they
different
were
ones?
like the Transformers
Oh,
knockoffs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those were awesome.
Those were cool.
I could take one of those.
Wendy's has turned a corner. I had Wendy's fries, I don't know, a couple months ago for the first time in forever. And, whoa.
Dang, isn't
Those
it?
are pretty
Good
damn
stuff.
good. I did not realize because I thought they were trash back in the day. They're good. You have them?
What?
The Wendy's fries.
It's been a long time since I've
Sleeper,
had
They're a bit
Wendy's.
dude.
thick.
Sleeper. They're good.
I don't like a thick fry.
It's just salted.
McDonald's
right?
fries are-
I remember them being
they're
too
the
mushy
best.
and not salted enough when I was a kid, but then,
They're the
they
best.
must have changed something.
I want to go into this overrated stuff because I
Yes.
have a list in my head.
Yeah, I do too, because the McRib is at the top of my list of overrated things.
Oh, well, I have one food.
I
one that
asked
wanna hear Lern.
the lady and gentleman to come up with a list of their most overrated things, or what they think is overrated. McRib at the top of my list. Go ahead, Lern, give me something.
Ranch dressing.
Oh, interesting.
Now,
In general,
I'm not going to push back on the overrated. I think ranch dressing is good. I think the worship, and I'll throw bacon in there too.
Yeah.
Like, love bacon, love ranch dressing. Though I don't need bacon earrings.
Do you love bacon
It's
ranch dressing?
overused.
I do.
Okay.
I don't need bacon. I don't need bacon earrings. I don't need bacon underwear. I don't need.
Ranch,
I don't need 4 gallons of ranch at home.
ranch dressing has
It's good.
this society by its ball sack, okay? And I'm here to tell you that we are unhealthy. It's salad. And you are dumping the
Whatever
worst
it is.
possible thing on that salad. Balsamic vinaigrette. Try it. See what happens.
Yes,
Yummy.
please. Summer's Eve, balsamic vinaigrette. Put it on. What a tasty treat.
Look, it's bad. And I'm sorry. Like, oh, we got to dip our. And I love it. I love ranch dressing. But the hype
It's
of
the
it is
worship.
stupid.
The worship. Let's take.
I didn't get it. I was with you. I thought Big Ranch had a
Big ranch.
Big Ranch does have us.
But that's also because I associated it only with salads, like you're doing.
Right.
With other things, though, it's got some power.
It's
Correct.
good.
Well, dip
it's
and awaken.
good.
It's
It's good.
delicious.
Nobody's saying
never
it's
mind
bad.
salad.
Yeah, it's-
never mind salad.
Moon is correct.
Ranch has real power.
Just
The
let it-
over worship
good
of
reason.
Yeah, the over worship. It's overhyped.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of in the
it. All right,
pocket.
give me something.
Hey, if we're going to stay with food, this is not going to be popular. I'm going to say buffets in general. And this is why. Because I always feel overfed. I always feel too full at the end of it. And yet somehow still feel cheated.
Yeah.
Does anybody
That's a
feel
good
like
point.
that? I always go, oh, this is great. I love this experience. I'm eating. I'm crazy full. And yet I still feel like
Missing
I did
something.
myself a disservice in every way.
And you know, most of them are disgusting.
I've been
and dirty,
cheating.
And they're disgusting.
dirty and gross.
And I'm not even saying the buffet has cheated me. I'm just saying I've been cheated. I probably cheated myself here.
Right. The overhype.
Rafe, give me something overrated.
In the vein of food,
It doesn't have to be food.
I'm announcing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here it is.
We talked about this earlier, but celebrity restaurants,
Oh,
Good one.
we talked about that in the break room.
never good.
Celebrity restaurants. I've had 3 bad experiences at Gordon Ramsay restaurants. 3.
It's
I've
all
had a
of them.
great experience at Giada De Laurentiis' Vegas restaurant, but I understand what you're saying. Like,
Wolfgang Puck, Guy Fieri, Vegas.
P.F. Chang.
It's fine.
P.F.
If
Chang.
Chang. All the celebrity chef restaurants, like chain restaurants, I've gone to them. I've done a few of them in Vegas, and I'm just like, they taste like Applebee's. They're not that great. They're just like, I went to Guy Fieri's.
You're only going for the name.
And it was fine. We had like
Wahlburgers
we had
legit?
like banging barbecue nachos at Guy Fieri's restaurant, and I'm like, these taste
Normal.
fine.
My old radio partner Woody went to Guy Fieri's restaurant and got a Bloody Mary. And it came in like a 4-gallon bucket with like a whole pizza attached to it.
Yeah, I mean,
and,
that's-
a Delmonico steak.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Good luck with the straw.
All right, so celebrity
that's my
restaurants.
next thing.
Scott.
All right. Now, this is a shift from food, but doors that don't swivel. I feel like every door should swivel, and we're stupid to
Like
have.
regular doors?
Yeah.
Swivel.
We need a swivel door. You can always push with your shoulder and open it either way. You never have to touch it. It's much easier.
He wants to be in a saloon at
Yeah.
all
Hell
times.
are you?
Oh, you want
One-way door.
Regular doors are overrated?
Yeah. We need
One-way
swivel doors
doors.
where you just use your shoulder, you
Dude,
open them.
Scott watched too many sitcom. You want the sitcom kitchen door
Yeah.
that
sounds
no
awesome.
house has ever had in the history of houses, only on
My
sitcoms.
grandma's house.
We
You
had
did?
We had them until
You were the one-
probably the early 90s. My parents.
I don't even know what the hell he's talking about.
We had
But the
we had
saloon
saloon
doors.
doors.
No, if you go to Europe, you know how almost
On
every
our
door
kitchen.
you can open either way.
You know when
Yeah.
you watch a sitcom on TV and they always have this kitchen and the living room
Yeah.
are separated by a door that swings both ways.
Yeah.
That's
He
what-
wants
house
every
had it.
door to be like that.
Yeah, we had saloon doors in our kitchen until the 90s, and the reason that they took it out is because my brother
So
and I
here's-
were moving so fast that people were getting like
Whacked.
Here's the funniest
nailed with
part
these things.
of this.
What's the overrated part?
Exactly. He's telling you something
Because
he wants.
doors-
He's saying doors are
'Cause
overrated.
no.
single
Regular
direction.
doors,
All right.
overrated.
Now, the reason that normal doors are overrated is because you have to touch the stinking handle and they're gross.
Doors with doorknobs.
Pulling is overrated.
Hey,
So you got to use the swivel so you can
that's
push
a
your
good point.
shoulder.
That's a good point.
Regular doors are dumb.
Please, Scott, we're just keeping this
So
to
old
overrated.
technology needs to be upgraded.
We're keeping this list as completely overrated.
I want
I have-
cars
I
that
have another.
fly.
Can I give mine?
No.
Because I'm going to name a name.
Go.
I'm going to name a name, and I'm sure it's going to be because I just thought of this.
Oprah.
How dare you?
Okay.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Overrated.
How so?
Overrated.
His
How
brain is
so?
so beautiful, though.
Overrated.
The guy has taken a whole slew
yes,
of
there are good
science
things.
knowledge.
It's just
Hang
like
on,
ranch.
Just
It's
think,
just-
think this through. Let me make an argument.
No.
The guy
Sorry,
has
my
taken.
mind is already made
Even
up.
if he's not your style or he's not your leanings or whatever, you have to credit somebody that has taken something that's.
I also
wait,
give
wait.
credit to ranch for tasting good.
He's taken something that's colossally boring for the majority of the planet and made it into bite-sized quip and sound
I
bites, so
feel
you
like
can
I've
be
heard
more
it all from
educated.
him already. I feel
You're
like I've
over it.
heard it all.
Okay.
I'm over it.
Okay,
I'm
I think
over
you're,
it.
I think you're missing the overall.
I think you're missing
point.
it. He's kind of got a smug attitude.
I'm going to take your
If
Neil
you-
deGrasse Tyson.
Okay, maybe so, but take that out and realize.
He's kind of got a smug attitude. That's what I'm saying.
I'm going to double down on that, and I'm going to tell you right now,
Of all people,
I'm going to ruin everybody's day.
All right, why are you white knighting for Neil deGrasse Tyson?
well, I'm just saying. I think that sort of skill set. is undervalued.
sex swinging
Big Neil.
You guys are weird.
What? I can't have an opinion about the guy.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
I watched this whole Cosmos thing.
I'm
I
trying to
watched the
have
whole thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a real conversation of like, hey, maybe here's an angle of thought that has benefited you greatly.
I understand the benefit of making astrophysics relatable to people that would not
Yeah,
otherwise
in soundbite form. He's
would not
excellent.
otherwise even be exposed to it or care about it.
Yeah,
I understand.
I think he's an
It's
excellent,
just like
excellent
ranch
communicator.
tastes good. Bacon tastes good.
He is an excellent communicator. I have seen several articles of other scientists who are very critical of him, saying that he's one, false authority on a lot of things, and two, that like
Yeah, but that may not
in
be
the
his
scientific
fault.
community, he's that well respected
And
as
you know what?
smart, and I
that may
think
be
he's
jealousy.
smug.
And that may be jealousy.
Yeah, that's jealousy.
Could be.
And that's not his fault.
I just think his attitude sometimes is smug. It comes off as smug, and he seems like a douchebag.
The false
Next.
authority isn't
Learn.
his fault. That's
Next.
because
Here we go.
majority of
We're
the
done
world
with
is
him.
listening.
Here we
Next.
go. Here's what I hate:
Weird.
the holidays.
Overrated.
The
What do you mean
holidays.
it's weird?
Well, I think that's weird.
Huh?
Go ahead.
So
All
you're
of
more
them?
with Scott's door answer.
Hey, I think that
doors are
I think
overrated.
there's something to be thought of.
Regular doors are overrated,
If all
and you
doors
guys know
swung
it.
both ways,
You guys all agree.
it might be
go
a,
ahead,
it
Lern,
might be a
please.
cooler
America
world.
I'm telling you right now, all the holidays are overrated.
Every
holiday
one of them,
season,
including birthdays.
holiday. No, not birthdays.
Says the
Oh, of
person who
course
puts
not,
her
birthdays.
Halloween decorations
Yeah.
out in September.
No, I'm talking about mainly the winter holidays, all of them.
Except for Halloween.
I'm sick of it coming. I was at Lowe's the other day trying to get more Halloween decor. Yes,
for a holiday.
for a holiday.
Yeah.
I'm a hypocrite. But the Christmas trees are out. Everything is out. And I'm just like, it drives me nuts. The holidays in general, you're traveling.
God,
Everyone's
those butts.
emotional. You're broke. Maybe you aren't connecting to the season like everyone else. You feel lonely. Like the holidays are overrated. And if I could just go away on my own holiday and be like in a mountain with like a couple of cool people.
You and Neil deGrasse
Like a
Tyson.
fake
Inside
Neil
a mountain.
deGrasse Tyson and I just looking
And
at
you and a
cosmos.
telescope.
That would be a good enough time for me. The
You,
overhype
Tim,
of
and Neil.
everything.
Yeah, he's taken the torch from Carl Sagan and made it
Okay,
even more
I
palatable.
get it. You
Carl
love the
Sagan
man.
didn't
You
like
hate
him.
Carl
Why
Sagan
don't you
too?
marry him?
You don't have to like somebody.
I'm just,
You don't
Just
always
making
have
a
to
point.
like
This is
everybody.
overrated.
this is not.
I'm just making the point.
This is not a hate list. This
Well, it
is an
seems like
overrated.
Rafe is literally
This an-
putting him down every
This is
opportunity
an
he can get.
overrated list.
I don't even dislike the guy. I'm saying stuff I've read.
I don't dislike
I'm actually
him.
neutral in this.
Somebody told me to eat feces on.
Well, you deserve that.
What?
On what?
That's also overrated.
on Twitter, and then tag Neil deGrasse Tyson on it. All right, give me another one, Moon. I have a whole bunch.
I would say giant weddings. Giant
Yes.
weddings.
That's a good
and,
giant
and the
weddings.
reason being is, a lot of
Colossal
people are
waste
like,
of money.
oh yeah, but I want to have this giant party and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, and they take, they kind of take the cues from these giant celebrity weddings and all that. But they're not eating into their net worth when they're doing these giant weddings. And I think people are just way oversold on spending colossal amounts of their net worth
Yeah, I'd rather-
on a single day party. How good can a party be? Is
I
the
know,
ultimate
but invite me
question.
though. I do enjoy a good wedding. Scott, God, we're gonna kind of
All right,
roll
electric
through
cars. It takes too long to charge, and they're annoying. And it's just much quicker and easier with the gas car.
this. Scott,
Annoying.
Rafe.
New York style pizza.
Whoa!
Suck on that, Rizz.
Uh-oh.
What do you think about your God now,
More
Rizz?
importantly, yeah, where's your God now? If I'm wrong, may he strike me down. Learn, stop clapping.
Oh, yeah.
All right, New York style pizza.
It's just pizza. All pizza's pizza. Anyone
Yep.
who celebrates their city's pizza, guess what? Doesn't
What?
taste that different. Pizza's good everywhere. Never had a bad one.
Cinnabon. Get over yourself.
Whoa,
I'll throw Chick-fil-A in there too.
All right, rapid fire. Just keep
Whoa.
going. What else is
I don't
overrated?
even eat Cinnabon, but
Chick-fil-A's good.
the one or
Cinnabon's
two-
good, but the hype is
Stupid.
Oh, really?
God. Next.
Wow. I'm going to say most beaches.
Okay, most
All right.
beaches. Scott.
Not all beaches.
Yeah, I'm
Not all
most
beaches.
beaches.
I'm gonna say
Most
Some,
beaches.
some have it all, but most are
Pop
not worth it.
music.
Pop music.
Pop music,
All
yeah.
right.
Skip me. I
Okay.
Ready?
Go ahead.
my load on.
Bagels. Bagels are overrated.
Oh,
Oh, everything on the bagel. Get the
You know,
out of here.
learn. You know the art of making a hole in there.
No, I don't, Scott, and I
okay.
don't care to know.
I don't know either.
God. Limousines. Overrated.
Yeah. Big car.
Unless you own one.
Limousines.
Yeah.
Speaking of big things, I'm going to say giant houses.
Yeah.
Giant house. Everybody wants a giant house, and then they realize, wow, I have to upkeep a giant house.
$2,000.
Scott.
I don't even have a giant house, and mine's too big.
Scott.
One crop farming.
One crop farming.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
That's
Overrated.
You like swivel doors and crop rotation. I'm starting to see a theme here. You like stuff that rotates.
Yeah,
I
love
do,
that.
man.
He's like, you know what's
Healthy
overrated?
soil.
Gyroscopes.
One
Tops.
Right.
These are all things that rotate.
Axles.
The Earth's axis is overrated.
Feel free to jump in. Go ahead, Lern.
All right,
Picnics.
Picnics, yes.
Hot tubs.
Hot tubs, yes.
Average popcorn. Everybody thinks they love popcorn.
Yeah,
They have an
popcorn is
average-
You're being
general.
so. You're like subcategorizing all of the
Well,
things
that's
that you're
because
saying are
there
overrated.
is exceptional popcorn, and once you have it, you realize that all of the popcorn is overrated.
Let's
The arch.
go with specifics. We're going specific. Shower sex, overrated.
Yep. Musical or movie musicals. Overrated.
Movie.
Are they
musicals.
hyped though?
Yeah, they always seem to be really cool, and everyone wants to go see. I don't know.
Here we go. Sports cars, overrated. You look dumb.
Especially those ones when you
agree
see a
with that.
football driving down the street. Look at that sport car.
No.
Nutella,
Here's one.
overrated.
Oh.
Nutella, overrated.
Smells
Go.
good.
Hey,
Fake
here's one
nose.
that's going to hurt the room. Jeeps. Overrated. Overrated.
Go ahead.
Getting hammered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Grey Goose vodka.
Man, I'm running low here. I guess Coca-Cola.
Wait, why Grey Goose? Why specifically Grey Goose?
Because it's so expensive for really what it is.
But you see that cool
You
glass
can't-
bottle.
Oh, we only drink Grey Goose.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool,
Tell me,
man.
if I give you a glass of Smirnoff, you ain't going to know the difference. Oh, the bottle's frosted? So we can charge an extra $40 for it? Get the hell out of here with your Grey Goose. At the club, which is also overrated, you're probably pouring out the Grey Goose and putting the cheap crap in there
That's right.
and still charging the same. Next.
Wait, I got a good one.
Go ahead.
The I voted sticker.
Let him have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Needs to be sticky on both sides.
Both sides.
Beats headphones.
Yeah, why? Who cares?
Have any.
Beats headphones.
Beats in general.
Beats in
What?
general.
Oh, poor Beats.
Like BEE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they
Beats.
ever, again, they have to be hyped for it to be over.
Yeah, nobody-
Russia, they're very hyped.
Road rage, overhyped. Get over yourself.
Two things on the chat: IPAs
People
IPAs,
love road rage.
yes.
and
AIDS. Overhyped.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Stranger Things
That's
is
right.
just like an amalgam of all the other things that have already been done, from Super 8 to Spielberg movies to 80s stuff and all that. And it's great. I'm not saying it's not great, but it ain't worth the hype.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Oh, the Big Bang Theory.
I can't tell you how, like,
Not the actual event.
yeah, that
Right,
was
right. You mean the show?
Here he
The
goes. Neil
lowest
deGrasse
common-
Tyson. He can't get off it. The Big
Lowest
Bang
common
Theory is overrated too.
denominator.
No one else? Evolution.
people making arguments about dogs and cats. Overrated, you dumb. No?
A massage chair, somebody said that's overrated. 3D movies, overrated.
Couples massages.
Overrated.
Big time overrated.
Kanye West, his
Overrated.
music,
Yeah.
I'll throw him and Lil Wayne in there. Overrated.
Oh, wow.
I can't go there with you.
No,
Kanye's first 4 albums were unbelievable.
I don't get it.
Sports fans, overrated. You're just too hyped on your
Sports
own.
fans.
You're like a loyalist to a team, and you live and breathe it, and it's all you do, and
Yeah.
it's boring as hell.
Soccer's overrated.
Yeah. See,
Yikes.
this feels so good. I feel better. Just
It's like a
Airing
therapy
the
session.
I love it for you, dude, but it's overrated to me.
7-Eleven Slurpees, overrated.
overrated.
Overrated. Overrated.
Here we go. St. Louis, buckle up. Quick Trips, overrated.
Whoa, but
Casey's much better. Wow. The new Quick Trip interior is a complete cluster F. Don't know who's in line. It's terrible in there. Used to be okay. Sucks now.
Monster
Bob-
Energy drinks,
Oh, yeah,
overrated.
Bob Dylan, overrated.
Overrated.
Whoa.
Way overrated.
Ooh.
Whoa.
I don't even know anything about Bob Dylan, but I feel
Interesting.
Bruce Springsteen,
You're dumb.
Don't you dare.
overrated.
Don't even say it.
Overrated.
Disagree, but whatever.
Here we go. Marijuana, overrated.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Marijuana is your personality, for sure overrated.
Overrated.
Feel good.
All right.
Got it all out. Got it all out, guys.
Man.
Woo, feels good, huh? Anything else? Pet
Oh, I
parents.
feel good.
College.
Oh, overrated.
Big, lot of hype around college, and we're finding out now.
Oh, a lot of people. Whoa, Rafe lost me QT.
Yeah, well,
We've
guess
turned
what?
some people today.
Drake, Overrated.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
College?
You know what he was on? Degrassi.
Yep.
You don't like that. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Drake is overrated. He's out of here.
Oh.
Somebody said avocados.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love avocados, but
Overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
But
like
will
I
they
get
save us?
like violently angry when I get a bad one.
Avocado toast in general, too.
Overrated.
So matcha, I guess, would be on there now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It would.
I'm just going through some of the feedback here. Fantasy football, overrated.
Yeah, dude. Fantasy football. The crazy thing about fantasy football, I saw this meme. It was talking about how these are the types of folks that make fun of people that play Dungeons and Dragons. But they're doing the exact same thing with football players.
Well, yeah. Or somebody who wears another man's jersey. Makes fun of somebody cosplaying.
Well, you're wearing his letter.
Yeah. Like
You are
jacket.
cosplaying the tight end for the Chiefs.
The
Yeah, but it's also
Parallels-
romantic because you're
Yeah.
wearing
with
his.
your Kelsey jersey.
It's also romantic. You're wearing a letter jacket.
the parallels between Dungeons and Dragons and fantasy football, or just sports in general, is way closer. Those are too close, very close lines.
One
Never
more.
thought
Go
about
ahead.
it before.
Go ahead, Lern. Lern's got one.
let's
We're in
hear
back. Ready to go. Here we go.
Get the
Bring
drums. Can I have the drums?
It. Bring it. The final one.
Seinfeld.
Oh.
Get out.
Yeah, someone said Rafe overrated on the chat.
That's
You really
right.
think Seinfeld's overrated?
Please come write
It's a
jokes
show
for me,
about
you
nothing.
comedic genius.
Butthurt.
Man.
It's just such a hack joke.
I know. Wait, everybody on this show's overrated. The show's
Yeah,
overrated.
the show's overrated.
Yeah,
This
Rizz
show's
show
way
overrated.
You're right. You're right.
Felt good.
All right. We'll break. We'll come back with a crowd on celebrities. Hey, did you guys watch that documentary, Some Kind of Heaven? We talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's one about the villages.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't
right.
watch it.
Yeah. That was great.
So it's about, is it 3 or 4 people they follow? They live in the villages, the retirement community down in Florida. Do you remember the guy who became like a hardcore drug addict?
Oh, yeah. And then ended up moving in with that one gal, right?
No, that was the guy that was the
Oh,
squatter.
the drug guy was his wife was just like, he just started doing cocaine and LSD and he went to court like 4 times. He just said,
And he
basically just told the judge, he's like, yeah, I'm old and I'm doing drugs. My bad. And I was like,
and the
awesome.
judge was like, dude, shut up. Even the judge was like, dude, shut up.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Like buried himself.
Oh, he did. Deep.
Yeah, that was a wild story because the guy was I think the guy had led a life of like a buttoned up life until he got to the villages and became like a hardcore drug addict. Well, his name is Reggie, 77 years old. He was just arrested
Oh, no.
for stockpiling boner pills
Oh.
and selling them. We're talking all the boner pills. And a lot of them. And he's facing hard time.
You get out of here.
You
Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys. I'll see you.
Oh, boy.
Or he's going to get a stiff sentence.
Yeah, it was,
All right, we'll see you guys. Yeah, but that guy, he's in trouble again. He, 77-year-old Florida man who starred in an award-winning documentary about the sprawling villages retirement community, is accused of trying to hawk $1,800 worth of black market erectile dysfunction drugs. He bought a slew of ED products with the intent to sell them locally and outside the Sunshine State. Yeah, this the guy who was featured alongside his wife Ann in Some Kind of Heaven, which focused on 4 unconventional residents of America's largest retirement community. And this the guy was arrested in the parking lot of the village's Laurel Manor Recreation Center back in 2018 after deputies caught him with drugs, found cocaine in his wallet. And the guy's a mess. Now he's in trouble again. Get it together, buddy. Get it together. All right, today's October 4th. Back in the day, 66 years ago, 1957, the space age officially began as the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first man-made satellite into orbit. That same day, 1957, Leave It to Beaver premiered on CBS. 53 years ago, 1970, Janis Joplin found dead of an apparent heroin overdose in her room at the Landmark Hotel in Hollywood. She was how old?
27?
27, yes, part of the 27 Club. She had just finished recording her second solo album, Pearl. 48 years ago, 1975, an airplane crashes over Wilmington, North Carolina, killing the pilot and severely injuring several pro wrestlers affiliated with the NWA's Mid-Atlantic promotion. One of those survivors is the legendary Ric Flair. 37 years ago, 1986, CBS Evening News anchor Dan Rather attacked on the street and beaten by a guy who yelled, "Kenneth, what's the frequency?" That same guy shot and killed an NBC technician in 1994. REM took the title, "What's the Frequency, Kenneth?" from that story. 33 years ago, 1990, Beverly Hills 90210 premiered on Fox. 27 years ago, 1996, That Thing You Do was released. That was written, directed, and starring Tom Hanks. That same day, 1996, Van Halen announces that Sammy Hagar is being replaced by who? Oh, yes! No, not you.
Gary
Not you.
Cherone.
Gary Cherone from
Extreme.
Extreme. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. Let me dig up my brain here. I'm like, wait a minute.
So I got to see Van Halen
With Gary?
with Gary Cherone. That's the only time I saw Van
Sorry
Halen.
for that. Sorry for your loss.
Was it
I know.
good?
That's cool, though, that you
It
got
had
to
to
see
be
the rest of the
good.
guys, though.
That dude is good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I mean, the record was not terrible.
It's the C+ of Van Halen's, though.
Okay, maybe that record.
They'll say, in the order of terrible of Van Halen records, that's probably ranked last.
Okay, yeah, never mind the record. Let's go back to the show. I'm sure they played all the DLR stuff, and I'm sure he ripped it. No
what I
offense to
remember
DLR,
of
but
it-
he's not an exceptional.
That's one of the pictures I have in my album is me, Van Halen, and Gary Cherone.
Yeah, like-
all the guys and Gary Cherone.
DLR is like an exceptional performer and a record performer and stage performer. But I'm sure Gary Cherone can cover the range and cover all that. None of it's
From
hard
what I
to
remember,
cover.
this was 1997. I think I saw him at Madison Square Garden. From what I remember, it was fine. But if anybody asks, did you see Van Halen? Oh yeah, man, I saw Van Halen. David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Cherone version.
I saw the David Lee Roth version of Van Halen, but it was 2012, last time they were in St. Louis.
And let's be honest.
And it wasn't great, but I sat there with my jaw open like, I can't believe I'm seeing these guys right now. And
Right.
Wolfie Van Halen was doing bass, but I mean, it was still so cool to see everybody
Right.
on that stage. So you should feel good about it.
And that's why you go see one of these nostalgia acts like Guns N' Roses. Axl Rose did not sound like he did back on the Use Your Illusion tour.
Right.
He's lost a little the vocal ranges. But you go
Friendship has
because you're
never been
going to
tested
see
this hard.
Guns N' Roses.
Oh, because I saw David Lee Roth and I wasn't blown away.
I'll tell you all about it.
Depends on the band. It depends.
You
on
didn't
what
blame
makes
it on
the band.
David Lee Roth. You just said Van Halen wasn't great.
Yeah, the whole thing was not. They put out a different kind of truth. I think was their last record together, and
Were they playing like new stuff?
they
Was
were
that the
playing new
problem?
stuff.
But you're
That was
watching-
a problem.
But you're watching Eddie.
There was a song on that record called, and you're watching Eddie, absolutely.
You're watching
like,
Eddie for that.
But there was a song on the last Van Halen record with David Lee Roth called Tattoo, and I'm going to do exactly what David Lee Roth sounds like on that song. Tattoo, tattoo. It just wasn't good.
I like this song.
Yeah. Okay. You go because you're seeing Van Halen.
Right. Hot for Teacher,
That's
Running
why
with
you
the
go.
Devil. Like, it was awesome.
Although, if you go see AC/DC, Brian Johnson nails. Dude, still got it.
Power Trip Festival is going to be
Still
cool as
got
hell.
it.
Yeah.
Still got it. And 4 years ago today, in 2019, The Joker hits theaters. Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for his role as the Joker. I know they're slowly releasing pictures from the new one,
I can't wait.
which is coming out. I can't wait either. All right, that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Grab on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner may start playing nice together. The couple have agreed to attend mediation to work through this ugly divorce. According to the New York Post, attorneys for the two appeared in New York City federal court on Tuesday, said they hope to resolve many issues in the pair's split, including establishing a parenting plan for their two daughters. Sophie is suing Joe for the return of their children to England. Still, her attorney told the judge the parties are both seeing their children in a very unfettered way. The trial is set for January 2nd. In other parenting celebrity news, Grimes has gone to court to force Elon Musk to let her see her son. Her son, Tao, his full name is amazing, Tao Techno Mechanicus. So she tweeted out a few days before, she tweeted, "Tell Elon to let me see my son or please respond to my lawyer. I have never even been allowed to see a photo of these children until this moment, despite the situation utterly ripping my family apart." So Grimes and Elon have 3 kids together. In addition to Tao, they have a 3-year-old son and a daughter who will be 2 in December.
What does Grimes do?
She's a musician.
What is, like, would I know any, would I be familiar with any of
It's all like
Grimes's?
ethereal, like big.
Techno-esque?
Yeah, it's like if a robot did a lot of drugs.
Oh.
Kind of, right?
Yeah, like
Right?
a humanoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a look to her, too.
Yeah, she's very interesting.
Yeah.
You want to hear something?
Interesting. No.
Underground club goers would love.
No, I don't
Grimes.
really.
Let's just see what
All
she
right,
can
fine.
find.
Wait, let me
I'm interested too. I've never listened to her music.
All right.
Let's see.
Give me some Grimes. Give me some Grimes.
Okay, give me a second. There's probably an advertisement. Okay, no, there's not. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. Does she sing?
Yes. But it's not like, "Hi, I'm here and here's a pop chorus." You know? So this one in particular is kind of like Ellie Goulding. Remember Ellie Goulding?
Yeah.
But like, again, on shrooms.
It's pretty.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I dig.
We love Garth Brooks on this show. And let me ask you guys, have you ever gone to a celebrity's Instagram page and got curious about who they follow? Normally it's like only like a couple hundred people. Like celebrities don't follow all each other, you know? Well, WhiskeyRiff.com apparently did this to Garth Brooks. Now they're poking fun of who he follows. He follows just around 60 people. And it's people like Chris Pratt, Ashton Kutcher, Pitbull, and Cher. And I guess they're kind of ripping him to shreds about how random it is. But somebody went through and said, you know what, honestly, he follows Chris Pratt because they sang Friends in Low Places together back in 2019. You know, Cher, she presented Garth Brooks with a Billboard Icon Award 3 years ago. So it's kind of silly that, I mean, who cares who
I'm
anybody
sure
follows?
he is
That's so
very
weird.
upset about
Yeah,
it.
that's got to be a bummer.
It's got to be his friends.
Sure
By the
he's
way,
very upset.
Cher came on some random thing that I was showing the kids, like a playlist. Holy crap, Cher was so badass. Such a badass.
Gorgeous, too.
Like back in the day, Sunny
I mean,
Cher days.
all of it. Even older Cher did whatever she wanted. Was like such an icon. Like doesn't care what I think, doesn't care what you think,
Right.
doesn't care what Rizz thinks. I don't know, man.
Such an interesting woman.
Yeah, like the more you kind of dig on her, or, I mean, just like a surface
We
kind
could
of dig.
thank
you're
her
like,
for
wow,
auto-tune.
she was badass.
I love that, like, she and Greg Allman had a child together who's the lead singer of Dead Z. I always thought that was, like, the coolest.
Elijah Blue.
Elijah Blue, yes. And so, like, Devin Allman, who lives here in town and has really followed in the footsteps
You
of his
could
brother.
name the song, the Dead Z song, that was worked as a single.
I got the key to the Gramercy Park. That song?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say I'll give you $200, but you didn't let me finish.
Oh, you gotta.
Can I have your money?
It was the key to Gramercy Park.
Gramercy Park.
Wow.
Is that in New York? Gramercy
Yeah.
Park? Nice.
Gramercy Park.
Lego Jurassic Park is going to
Hey,
be
you
hit.
missed out on
$200.
$200.
I got
I
the
know.
key to Gramercy Park.
Nope.
I got the key to Gramercy Park.
Offers off the table.
I forgot about that. The video was goofy.
Lego Jurassic Park is going to be hitting Peacock on October 10th. You can check out the trailer. Joel Kinnaman stars in a dialogue-free action movie that's coming out in December called Silent Night.
Boy, my son told me about this.
This is
and
cool.
he's all excited about this.
So there's
the
no
concept is amazing.
no dialogue in this film. It's from the creators of John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a revenge action movie. At the beginning of the movie, allegedly, main character gets shot in his throat and his son gets killed.
Yeah.
And then he can't speak anymore, and he goes on a vengeful quest to kill
Yeah.
these people.
I'm all in.
And yeah,
If you like Sisu, if you like Nobody, if you like John Wick, you're going to love
Silent Night.
Silent Night.
December
Yes.
1st, it'll hit
Oh,
theaters.
just in time for the holidays.
That's right.
Do you like those movies, Rafe?
I did.
You did or you do?
I currently do. Yes. What all did you name?
Sisu,
Good.
John Wick,
Nobody,
Good.
and all the John Wick movies.
Good.
you'll love it.
This-
But it'll be no
this-
dialogue.
But I did think it was the dialogue in John Wick was terrible.
It's not about the.
It's not about the dialogue, but I think it's funny. Like whoever, I was like, wow. Writer's strike didn't affect the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
I'll be interested to see how this film plays out, though, because dialogue is such an important piece to movies. And so it says there's no dialogue at all, so not even in sub-characters. And so how is this going to move?
This is we know why people are watching. They're not watching for the dialogue. They're watching for
the gore,
the gunplay,
the revenge,
the car chases, the revenge plot line. Let's not even talk.
It's also a concept. Quiet Place was like that kind of very, you know, it's kind of a new concept that's been working. So.
Which I was late to that game.
It's a good movie.
That was great. It was
good.
Yeah, those are good.
Michael Jordan is the first athlete to make the Forbes list of the 400 richest Americans. He's worth $3 million after selling
$3 billion.
I'm sorry, $3 billion after. What if it was $3 million? $3 billion after selling his stake in the Charlotte Hornets. Elon Musk tops the list again. His net worth is $251 billion.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. I was thinking about this because I saw that Michael Jordan worth $3 billion. And you have the Powerball, which is up to $1 billion again. So people dream of being rich. What do rich people dream about?
Free love.
What? I mean, if you're not rich, you might fantasize about what it might be like to have all the money you need.
Anonymity.
But when you have all the money,
yeah, I wouldn't know.
What are you dreaming about?
I don't even know where to start. I'm so far from that.
You know, I actually thought about this.
Okay.
I thought about this. Living forever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's overrated.
You know, I remember Bill Gates basically saying that during one of these Ask Me Anythings. Somebody asked a question basically saying, obviously, you have everything you could ever want. Is there any goals you have for the future? And he gave a simple response like, not die. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, it's probably one of two things. It's more life or more power.
Now, with that being said, you know what rich people always do?
What?
Put their names on things.
More legacy.
Yeah, buildings and
they have everything else. Now they just want to put their names on things.
I will donate
underwear.
this to your college if you make the gymnasium named after me for 1 million years.
And think about like Carnegie Hall. Like Andrew Carnegie had all the money, so he just, built public buildings and he put his name on it. Alfred Nobel, who invented dynamite, now you know him as the Nobel Peace Prize.
Right.
He has his name on an award.
That's how you live
the
forever.
guy who invented dynamite.
Yeah.
You don't associate that with him. You associate him with peace.
Mm-hmm.
Was that TNT?
I mean, you've got food, you got shelter, you've got resources for you and your kids forever. You got vacations, toys, and all the options you need. But I guess legacy and what do people think about when they hear your name?
Yeah.
That's what rich people dream about. Anyway.
Bret Michaels recently had a biopsy on his stomach to remove possible cancer cells. He says, just knowing that, I absolutely love the outdoors and sun, but with the recent passing of my friend Jimmy Buffett, decided it was time for a more recent checkup on something I thought was nothing. Turns out it was something. He's thanking his doctors for the procedure and how it went on Friday. He says he's not out of the woods yet, but he feels strongly all will be great. So send our love to Bret Michaels. I got some audio of this. Rizz, Jack Black is just the best.
He kept his bandana on during surgery.
Oh, definitely.
I do too.
For sure.
Yeah.
I do too. I think he demanded it.
It's never not on. Jack Black attended the 100th birthday celebration of Tom Morello's mom, Mary, and he performed a cover of Ozzy Osbourne's Mr. Crowley. And we're going to take a listen to this. If there was ever an inkling that everybody else besides Ozzy and Black Sabbath would want to get together, and Ozzy obviously can't, his health is diminishing, Jack Black, I think, would be an excellent person to fill in for
I watched
Black
this
Sabbath.
video. Did you see the video?
I did. Let's take a listen to this. It's so good.
So, and the band is like 12 and 13-year-olds.
Yeah, Tom Morello's kids and the group, the 12 and 13-year-olds, including Tom's son Roman on guitar.
Yeah. All right, listen to this.
Mr. Crowley,
That's good.
I think he sounds great.
Yeah, As long as Black Sabbath fans can tolerate him walking like this and going, Mr. Crown,
I
you
know.
know,
And
like
he was
doing that
playing it.
face.
He was reading the lyrics out of off a
sheet of paper.
sheet of paper.
That'd be funny.
But they were in. It looked like a restaurant, like back room. Mm-hmm. With a whole band set up.
It's fun.
Did you watch the whole video? Because you see Tom run up
Oh no, I didn't see that part.
and like try to fix something with as a dad.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's
try
like
to
a roadie?
Yeah, as like a roadie.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's really
You know,
cute.
Jack would have his big eyes, that
Yeah.
smile. And
No
it was
shirt.
great.
with his shoulders.
Well,
you know?
now he's
I
all
love
like
it.
Jack Black is very big, by the way. Now he's very big,
I love
Oh,
it.
yeah?
and he's got a full beard.
Looks cool as hell right now. How old were you when you watched your first horror movie?
I was
Too
young.
young. Yeah, I was
Like
too
10
young.
years old? 10?
Probably slightly
Probably
younger.
slightly younger.
I think I
would
was
say
6 or 7.
7 or 8.
So a survey found that the average person remembers watching their first scary movie around 10 years old. And it seems that that movie, whatever it was, like, do you remember which? Like, for me, it was Children of the Corn was one of the first movies I
Mine
watched.
was A Nightmare on Elm Street.
And did that stick with you throughout time? Like, Freddy Krueger was always something that you were like, that's
No, I
freaky?
never was scared of
Freddy?
that. I never was scared of Freddy. I did love those movies, though. Yeah.
They're super good.
I do remember. So I was upstairs. Like I would change my scene if I couldn't sleep a lot. Like if I couldn't sleep in my bed, I would just go and sleep in the hallway on the floor or something like that. And from the hallway in the upstairs, it was like a split level, right? You could see downstairs to my dad's TV. And I remember when Silence of the Lambs first hit cable, he was watching that. And I was a kid, so I do the math. I don't know what year that come out. 91.
90 or 91, yeah.
Something around there. So I was that years old, 9 or 10, and I saw the parts. Like, remember the hanging guy and his ribs and all that kind of stuff? Was out?
yeah.
I saw that at like
1991.
10, and I just went, so I was 10 years old when I saw that.
Oh, when
and
he
that,
splayed out
that has
on
still
on the cell.
that's stuck with me.
Right.
It's still with me.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
new episode of the Number 2 show is about horror movies through the decades, and
Right
I
on.
talk about Poltergeist 2
With the clown?
with the little clown under the kid's bed that tried to kill him.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I remember having to pee so bad in the middle of the night and being like,
Nope.
My dad had sawed me and my brother's bunk beds off. So I got my own room, but my dad wouldn't buy a new bed, so he just sawed the top of the bunk beds
Yeah,
off.
it's a perfectly good bed.
Yeah. So my bed had a lot of room. Like, you could fit a human under it. And I was just like, oh, wait, dude. I am not
If
getting
it's a human or a
there was
bunch
like,
of monsters.
Oh, dude, there could have been 20 little clowns under there. And I was like, no way, dude. I will piss this bed before I ever even think about getting out.
Dude, it wasn't the clown that.
No way.
It wasn't the clown that killed me from that movie. From that movie, it was the closet because it sucked her in. You know.
Yes.
And
Oh,
then-
there were several things.
And then, and the other thing was, I was convinced that you should never dig a pool because there's bound to be skeletons down there.
Well, Scott, did you have a horror movie that stuck with you?
Yeah, the very first one I ever saw was the one that stuck with me because I was out at my uncle's farm and it's out in the middle of nowhere, and my cousin Mikey is a few years older than me, and he had to show me Nightmare on Elm Street, and I was probably again like 6 or 7, and it's pitch black. You're out in the woods, and coming from the city out there, it's already scary, and then. Yeah, that did not go over well for me.
Stayed with you?
Yeah.
Well, Variety has made a list of the best Halloween movies ever. They did 21. We're going to just talk about the top 10.
So these horror movies?
These are horror movies. And to be honest with you, they say, or I'm sorry, Halloween movies, excuse me. So not just horror. Like, family movies can also be a part of this. Let's tear apart this list.
Okay, so this is in order.
Yes, this is the top 10.
There is a number one
There is. Halloween movies. of all
Halloween
time.
movie.
Yeah.
How about Halloween?
That is the number one movie.
Dang.
Very on brand. Congratulations.
A little on the nose. Then I'm going to throw.
That's the number one, huh?
I'm going to throw in. I'm going to say top 5 at least is Friday the 13th, the original Camp Crystal Lake.
No.
No.
Interesting. Exorcist.
No. Not in the top 10.
That's
Shining.
dumb.
no.
Exorcist freaked people out for
Amityville?
so long.
No Amityville.
Hocus Pocus.
That is number 2.
Yeah. 'Cause remember, you're
Oh,
throwing
these
in.
aren't scary.
No.
These are
So
Halloween
Ghostbusters?
movies.
Ghostbusters, not top 10.
What?
Is E.T. technically a Halloween movie? Because he trick or treats in it.
It is in this, and there's a Halloween scene in it. That's at number 7.
Oh, yeah, they do trick
Yeah.
or treat.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a great one.
good movie.
Yeah.
I'm really associated with Halloween, but
Let me actually, can I just go through this list?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 10, The Karate Kid. What?
Oh, yeah, because they dress up.
Remember, he dresses up as the shower.
So good.
Dude,
Great
this
costume.
So rad.
Yeah, but man, we're really getting into some murky water of Halloween
Right.
movies.
So movies that take place.
Have a scene
Right.
during Halloween.
So stupid. Number 9, House of a Thousand Corpses.
Which, have you seen that?
Yes.
It's good.
And it's coming back to theaters this month.
It's good. And what's the second one?
Devil's Rejects.
That's good too.
Yeah.
But you got to go into it knowing what it is. Like, it is a campy horror movie that's meant to look like that, meant to be cheesy.
So it's not scary.
A throwback.
Oh, it's
it is scary.
It's got jumps, but
It's-
isn't it
over
Zombie's
the
wife
top.
in that?
Sherry
Yes,
Moon,
Sherry
yeah.
Moon. Number 8, Donnie Darko.
Never saw it.
Oh, really?
Donnie
Yeah.
Darko
Great
is
movie.
pretty cool.
I feel like I should have seen it. It was right in my wheelhouse as.
I'm not 100%
think it's on
sure
HBO now.
he'll like it now.
Yeah, I was to say, is
Really?
it only cool if you're a teenager? Or is it cool if you're
Yeah, I
an
saw it in
adult?
high school.
I think it came out after I left high school and I was in that.
2001.
Yeah, I was in that weird phase, my lost years.
You could watch it now and enjoy it. Number 7, E.T. Number 6, Pumpkinhead. Number 5, I've never seen Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, it was a weird movie, dude.
What about Candyman?
Candyman not on the list. Great movie. Number 5, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
I don't think I've seen any of those.
Number 4, The Nightmare Before Christmas. And number 3, Trick or Treat. Number 2, Hocus Pocus. And number 1 is Halloween. I just find this list kind of
What's
weird.
Trick or Treat?
Trick or Treat's another one of those kind of cult classics from
Yeah.
2007.
Is it a horror movie?
The fact that
Yeah,
Pumpkinhead
it's like
was in the
family.
top 10 is very bizarre.
Yeah.
It was like a B movie in the 80s.
Yeah,
Right.
Scream. You think
like
Scream
a
or something like that
VHS.
would?
Yeah.
And Season of the Witch was the one that didn't have Michael Myers in it? Was that
I've never
because
seen
there
it.
was a Halloween that was like a total pivot, right? Or am I making that up?
I don't remember.
Well,
I
it's
only
a
saw the first
throwback,
one.
right? Yeah.
Anyway.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Dakota Johnson is 34. Alicia Silverstone is 47. I just saw her in a movie with Benicio del Toro and Justin Timberlake that they're pushing on me at. It's like a murder mystery kind of thing with a whole bunch of twists and turns on
I don't know
Netflix.
that one.
I played billiards with her.
I think it's called Reptile or Amphibian or something like that. Liev Schreiber is 56. John Cicada, just another day, is 62.
Oh, is it John Cicada or Cicada?
Cicada, whatever. Christopher Waltz, that
Puts
is
out a hit every 9 years.
Hans Landa.
Oh, Christoph.
Christoph Waltz.
Killing it today.
Sorry. Yeah. Hans Landa from Inglourious Bastards.
He's beautiful.
And also the bad guy in the James Bond movie Spectre. He is 67. Linda McMahon is 75, the former CEO of the WWE. And Susan Sarandon
Love
is
her.
77 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Kirsty Way. And today's birthday girl has been in 199 fine films, including 19 and Nasty. She was in Ass Masters 2, The Booty Bandit, Cynthia and the Pocket Rocket. I love this movie, The Firm Offer. Fresh Meat 1, Lesbian Workout 1 and 2, The O Zone, Sluts in Suburbia, and Who Can Forget a Role. In 1995's, and I cannot believe this did not make your list, Lern.
Oh.
A Nightmare on Lesbian Street.
Oh my gosh, it was so good.
That is weird.
Which we just assume is a penis.
I didn't think there were any nightmares with
Nice.
lesbians. It's all
Excellent.
the best dream ever.
It's just a guy with 5 on his hand.
Kirsty Way is 51 years old. That's your porno birthday. That's your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with some of your emails. We haven't done emails in a couple days. Those have been building up. Scott got rear-ended yesterday.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Where?
Bummer. In the back.
Yeah.
Thank
All right. All right. Yeah, Moon, everybody.
Yeah, baby. Thank you.
Hey, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
No, get out.
That's right.
Never would have happened with a door that opened both ways.
That's true.
Yeah.
I need a swivel, man.
No, where were you?
No, I was out in Pacific. And
Pacific.
sitting there at a stop sign, and this fellow was already behind me waiting on all these cars because they're pulling out a 2-lane blacktop road. And we weren't moving for a while. And out of nowhere, I just get bumped in the back. And so I get outside, and he gets out of his car, and he just goes, "Man, I was on my phone."
Say,
All right.
He gets out of the car and fully admits, I was on my phone. I was on my phone.
Well, at least you
Man, what are you doing? I was on my phone. Why'd you stop?
Yeah, come
He was
on,
like
man.
mad at you about it.
Every lawyer gives you that advice.
Yeah.
Jump out and just scream what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tell him
Tell
exactly.
him
why.
exactly what you did wrong.
But But I like the honesty over there in that neck of the woods.
The honesty of the people of Pacific.
Yeah,
Hey, we
good
love
folk,
Pacific. Shout
you
out
know?
to Pacific.
Yeah, shout out to Pacific.
Home of Bigfoot.
Yep. And they're speaking of honesty,
The truck.
I asked him, for the insurance information, and he didn't currently have any insurance.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
Are you in one of your loaner cars?
Yep, I'm in one of those.
boy.
So it's a mountaintop motors car?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
But
He had no insurance.
no insurance and no.
Do they know?
Yeah. I called him immediately. I was like,
Okay.
what do I do?
Do
We're
they
waiting for him to
know
find
this
out
man
right now.
has no insurance?
Yeah. I told him everything, and so that's why I get to go have a nice meeting with him in a little bit.
So
after the show.
did you tell him he's trustworthy and honest? He's got no insurance.
Dude, he's good for it, man.
Which
He told me
is
that.
illegal, right? To be driving without insurance.
Yes.
Technically,
I
yeah.
don't know about the rules in Pacific, but it seems like everywhere else.
Give me the demo on this guy. Was he young, old, our age?
He
What
was
it?
younger. He looked like he was in his early 20s, and he had a fairly nice car. And he just seemed a little.
Out of sorts?
Yeah, I guess so. A little, but also, whenever you're around someone, you get a little nervous. And,
Sure. Well,
But he's like, you know where I live? Because he let me. I pulled out, and he was motioning for me to go in front of him. So I was like, all right. And so I did, and so he's like, well, you know my house. He's like, I'm good for it. So
So he hit you right near his house.
yeah.
He's good for it.
how did you know that was
He's good
his
for it.
house? Did he actually go in his house?
I did not.
You have a copy of his license?
Yes.
Did you take a picture of the
However-
house?
Did you call the police?
Yeah. No, I didn't call the police. That's one thing I didn't know.
You didn't call the police.
Well, if you see the bumper on this, it's actually his car got
Got it
good
worse?
stuff. Mine has a little ridge, nothing's really wrong with the car. It has a slight little.
So now,
Still got damage.
Yeah, no.
So now, when insurance does get involved,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to go, I didn't say I didn't have I didn't say I was on the cell phone.
Yeah, that wasn't
you have no
even me.
record of anything.
Well,
Well, I got a witness. My wife heard it.
Can I get a
He yelled.
witness?
I wonder how that works. So is he just expecting to just pay out of pocket for the whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good for it.
Insurance
He's good
may
for
not
it.
even come into this.
Why
because
would he not have insurance?
People are not
It's
responsible.
interesting. He has it's a very similar car to Rafe's. It's basically the same make and model. And,
Was it Rafe?
It might have been. And I
Rafe
apologize.
Hey,
for
man.
under the bus.
Don't worry. I'm good for it.
No, we know that,
He's
hey,
good for it.
We know this man is not on his phone.
And we
Out of
know
all
where
of
he
us on
lives.
this show, this is the person that is not
Yeah,
on
you
his
won the
phone.
contest.
Yeah, I still got $40 in an envelope that I look at every morning.
You won the contest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to call the cops,
So he was in a Toyota,
I didn't know that.
or he was in a Jeep Cherokee in '96, because I have both.
Oh, I thought you had a. That's funny. I'm paying a good attention. In my mind, you had the Crosstrek. What's the
Subaru?
Subaru.
It looks very. The car you drive does look very similar
Yeah.
to a Subaru.
Glad I paid attention to that. So it's not your car. I guess it wasn't Rafe. Turns out.
Wasn't me.
Well, also the fact that the guy jumped out and said, "I was on my phone."
This
Yeah.
is all my fault.
This is just buffoonery all around.
Yeah.
It is.
Bro.
But I got pictures and all that good stuff.
You got to call the cops, right? Like
Okay.
they have to have a record of incident.
Is that a
I've never really been
100%
involved
of
with
the
this. I
time
didn't
thing?
know.
Well, that's what insurance is going to ask. Is there a police report?
Yeah, because otherwise it's a little messy.
Dang it.
I know.
I didn't know that was.
That's
so I'm like,
isn't
there's
that the
nothing
first thing
really.
Insurance asks for is like, what's the police report number?
Yeah, and don't talk to each other.
When's too late to call the police?
It's too late.
Okay.
When's?
Scott, you
now?
have to pay for it.
Right now. Right now is too late.
It's too late. Usually they like to be called when it happens
Yeah, so they can make an incident report about the recent
and
incident.
take statements from both parties.
I'm glad
Well,
you're
good
okay,
luck
though.
with that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Or
what's going on.
you turn the car into Mountaintop, and it's their problem.
I see you're rubbing your neck a little bit.
Yeah. Oh man, this is
nervous?
awful.
Aw,
What's going on
buddy.
here? Yeah, it's pretty
We're gonna
bad.
have
And
to
I had
send
hot
Rafe to this
coffee
guy's
spilled on
house
my
to
lap.
collect.
You need me to go get this Pacific money for you?
Please, I need the food lawyer to show up.
What are you
man.
doing out of Pacific?
Looking at a house.
Oh,
we
really?
Were dreaming a little bit.
Tight.
Beautiful little house.
Dreaming
that
of
backs up
Pacific.
to the river.
Yep.
Did you get out of the car and go, I'm daydreaming?
Yep.
One day,
my
honey,
phone.
we're going to move to the big city.
Now it's a nightmare.
Pacific is far. I mean, that's a
It's
far drive
super
from here.
far, but it's a really cool house.
Well, then there you have it.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat goes, specific Missouri. I kind of like that.
Specific Missouri.
Yeah, it's a good area.
Yeah, it's like that's a 50-minute ride.
Yeah.
You got to go down 44 up 270.
But I asked my wife, I'm like, was that the red flag to say no to moving over here?
Yeah.
We got
we
rid
don't
of it.
like your kind around
Yeah.
here.
Bumping you
Redheads.
Get out of here.
All right, let's get to some. Good luck
Thank
with
you.
that.
Thank you.
Call the cops next time.
I will do. Sorry, cops.
No, they're fine
Sorry,
with it.
police.
They're fine with it. Emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com.
Okay, let's start with this email. It says, Lern.
What?
Your story about the couple at the ATM cracked me up. But just know, not everything you see is not what you think you see.
Okay, so let's explain. Yesterday
That's how it was
morning,
written.
Lern comes in very concerned. At 4:30 in the morning, she saw a man and a woman, get this, together at the ATM.
What are they doing over there? Getting
What are
money
they
out?
doing? So she's assuming
That the woman
that she was being
held up.
kidnapped
Yes.
and held against her will and forced to withdraw all her money.
That's exactly right, Rizz. Thank you.
My husband and I went out of town a couple weekends ago. At the hotel, my husband was talking to an unhoused man outside. They ended up chatting for a while and realized that they grew up in the same area. My husband came into the room and asked me for some money to give to this guy. He went back outside and handed him the money, made a joke, they laughed. Meanwhile, a lady was walking up the road across the street. Didn't think of anything of it until later that night when the police were banging down the door of the hotel. See, what the lady thought she saw all the way from across the street was me being sex trafficked by either my husband or the other guy. She saw me in the doorway, and from across the street, I must have looked like a kid because I'm only 4'10". So we had to provide our IDs to the officer and explain what must have happened. The officer realized right away this was a mistake. We all had a good laugh. I guess we should be happy she called the police just in case. Love you, Lern.
So she thought they were being sex trafficked.
Right.
Like she jumped right to that conclusion.
And they're sleeping at the hotel, and here's a bah, 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 bah. You're under arrest.
We're living in weird times, man.
So-
See something, say something.
See something, say something, yes.
Doesn't mean anything you see.
Wait a minute. Should there be like a see something, comma? It might
I mean,
not
I
be what you're
understand.
actually
I
seeing,
understand
comma,
with
say
like
something.
unattended bag at an airport.
Yeah. Well, that's
That's
like
what
a
you're
specific
paranoid
one.
about?
I mean, that's what they say. You know, like, hey, if you
Yeah,
see,
that's a
they
position.
literally make
911, what is your
announcements about that.
emergency?
I'm
I
not
saw
worried.
people in a restaurant
They were
eating. Together. Send someone.
Immediately.
Ma'am, is this Lern? Please stop calling.
Look, man, I'm just saying it's the time of day, and I am always on a high alert, and I worry about people, and I care about people, and I was worried about this young lady over there. I'm sure it was fine. You know, I'm sure they were just spending their money at the casino.
Brad says you have what we call true crime brain.
Yeah.
I don't even watch that stuff, man. I swear to
Podcast?
God, like I don't do the podcast
Too many
or any
murder
of that.
podcasts?
No, I don't do it. Could you imagine me? Could you
Nope.
imagine
I think
if
it
I
would
was
be
listening to true crime?
I think that would be bad.
I'm never gonna be
911, what is your emergency? I just saw someone in my mirror. They're impersonating me. Send someone to my house. This lady is wano crazy.
Look,
Get
man.
stop calling. We're blocking your
You know what
number.
it is? I want to save somebody's
It's
life.
Lern
one
again.
day, okay, I hope to save a life or two in my lifetime, and so
Well, eventually you'll get it. If you call enough times,
Yeah, just
eventually,
keep calling.
I'm just looking at
Yeah, you'll hit the lotto.
eventually you're gonna get it right.
Yeah, 1 out of 100 times. You're going to supremely piss off 99 other couples.
One day they're gonna be news reports on Lern how she saved
60
Yeah.
minutes, man.
saved all these people.
After 3,187 calls,
Yeah.
Lern got it right.
Chris, take it.
What would you
Take
like
a
to say?
seat, Lern.
Yeah, what would you like to say, lady? Well, I've been calling the police very frequently since I was 22, and, you know.
You've
here I am.
saved one life, but in the process of the busy signals you've caused by calling,
And,
Cancel
and
that.
gumming up our lines.
500 people have died.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
No, and you know what? You're a sweet person.
Thank you
And
for
you
saying
and you, yes, you think the worst because you want to protect people.
I do.
Yeah, and we still don't know what was happening out
We
there.
still have no idea.
We'll never know because nothing was happening. They were just simply making a withdrawal.
Perhaps they were ghosts.
Don't even get me started.
Next.
Hey, this is going to be brought up tomorrow, I'm sure, because we have already planned on bringing this up tomorrow. Hey, you guys have got to stop changing Monday night picks in the Pick'em Challenge. In case you didn't notice, Jamie keeps switching, making sure you could win, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this yesterday. Now, they said, just because you can switch doesn't mean you should be able to. To quote one of Moon's all-time favorite movies, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. From Loyal Weirdo Joe. Now, we've established
We're gonna
that
talk
they
about
have
this
no
tomorrow.
morals over there. They're not doing what's right.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this tomorrow during our podcast over at Scott Air Force Base, which we will be recording at noon tomorrow at the Exchange. It's our annual military broadcast over at the Air Base, which is going to be great. And it'll be the first thing we bring up is because It shows no skill to be the last person to change your pick before the picks close for Monday night.
Yeah, no integrity with the game, which was what we were worried about beforehand.
It's not even integrity.
But it is integrity of the game because it's an NFL pick'em challenge. We're trying to pick the teams that we think are going to win.
Right.
And they're just playing strategy, and it has nothing to do with.
It has nothing to do with picking games. It's just blocking.
Yeah.
It's a simple math thing and blocking the other team out.
Nothing to do with the NFL, nothing
right.
to do with sports, nothing to do with fandom, nothing to do with
They should be
pick'em.
ashamed, I'll be honest with you.
I just did my picks earlier today during a commercial break, and this is how I get it. I get my stats, I get my ESP, and I say, this is what's going to happen this week. And I do it. And I feel like we need to have a deadline before because Thursday night games happen sometimes, right?
Yeah, I get making making picks before and then being locked in before the Sunday early game start.
Yeah.
I mean, but having a hard deadline and say, this is it, Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Sunday noon. So Sunday 11:59 should be the deadline. That's it, and you're done.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm actually shocked that the app does not
The
do
app
that.
sucks.
Yeah.
Whatever platform we switched to the past couple years,
it sucks. We've hated it since
frigging terrible.
day one.
I do it online.
And we were, whatever platform it is. It's not an app.
Oh, you mean
we're talking about the program
Oh, I see. Yeah,
that
yeah.
they're using.
Whatever they're using,
The software sucks.
you would think, because that's how it is with, like when you play fantasy football, which I haven't done in a while, once you lock your players and a game starts, you're locked. Once the first game goes, you are locked for the week. You can't go in and switch your players around. On Sunday, when the Sunday game starts, you're locked for the day.
I like that.
And that carryovers to Monday night.
Just let it be.
I feel like whoever developed whatever system we're using never watched football.
No.
Never watched football, and somebody maybe told them what football is like, and all right, I'll develop.
I developed it.
Well, let it show, let it reflect that before this was even possible, all the switching and the crappy app and all that kind of stuff, we won. We're undefeated when it comes to just straight up NFL pick'em. Who's better? Undefeated.
Real strategy.
Facts are facts.
One more.
This is great. Good morning, team. I recently bought a house, and when clearing out a few things left in the attic, I found a blank VHS tape.
Oh, yes.
It's labeled batteries not included, indicating that it may contain that classic Disney movie, but also
Starring Hume Cronin and
Great
Jessica
movie.
Tandy.
it was the only
Great
tape
movie.
I found in the garage attic space. It also has a protective cover. My question is, there are three possibilities. One, do I watch it hoping that it is what it is labeled as? Two, is it a homemade, quote, homemade video? Or three, is it a real-life version of The Ring where I die in a week after
That's what I was
watching
thinking.
it?
That's what I was going straight to the ring.
Yeah.
I have
there, too.
I have a VCR,
She's
but I'm
gonna
not
roll
sure
out.
how to proceed, and I wanted
Well,
some advice. Thanks
yeah,
for the
I
great
have
show.
some good advice
Three-
here. Thanksgiving's coming up, so get the whole family around, and we'll just pop it in and
Do
see
it
what
all
happens.
together.
You gotta
Yeah.
watch it. You gotta watch it.
You got to watch it.
I can tell
Yeah,
you
you
right
have
now.
to.
How have you not watched it yet?
Yeah.
I can tell you right now what's on it. You found your dad's 70s porn, okay?
It's a
And you
single
know what?
VHS
What? It's
tape.
Jessica Tandy in a different light.
It says batteries not included.
Exactly right.
Trust me.
It's Daddy's little treasure.
It's going to be John Holmes. It's going to be an old school throwback.
John
out
Holmes,
of Bush.
Jessica Tandy,
It's going to be awesome.
Starring Jessica Randy.
Jessica Randy.
Batteries not included. It's like log jam.
Well, even if I found it,
You are correct.
and Moon, you said, how have you not watched it? Because I don't have a VHS player.
I don't like
They
haunted
do that.
tapes.
Oh, they do.
They do.
Well, pop that sucker in and let us know.
That's what I'm
Yeah, live
saying,
stream
man.
that, see what it
we
is.
have to get the update. Please update us.
Yeah, let us know.
Rizz Show at
Send it in.
105.7.
You also got to document this because that'll go viral probably if it's something really ridiculous.
Yeah.
You got to document
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Do you do it alone, or do you call your partner?
Nah, you gotta have
You
a
get your
with
buddy.
You got 7 days after you watch it to have somebody else watch it. So
Wait for the postman to show.
Chances
Hey, come
are
here.
it is the movie Batteries Not Included. But maybe it's not. All right, thank you for your emails. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We're going to play Matchup with Moon. We need Team Rizz. We need Team Moon. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. King Scott will ask us 5 questions. Whoever gets the most questions right, our respective teammates on the phone will win. Their choice of prizes, WWE SmackDown tickets, October 6th over at Enterprise Center. We got tickets to go see Helmet. October 11th over at Del Mar Hall. We got tickets to go see Ludo, October 27th over at the Pageant. And we got tickets to go see Tech 9 with Hollywood Undead, Monday, October 16th over at the Pageant. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833.
It's going to be good.
Matchup with Moon is next.
Yo, what do you do? I just peeled a mandarin orange and I got mold right here. Do I just throw those 2 pieces away and eat the rest?
No, the whole thing is garbage.
Keep the
You
mold.
think so?
Oh my gosh, you are so brave.
Tastes fine to me, man.
911, what is your emergency?
There's a man eating a really bad moldy orange.
Is this Lern
Send somebody
again?
immediately.
Is this Lern again? We don't believe you. Goodbye.
Coming at you. Oh, here we go.
I'm nervous for you guys,
it's
man.
time.
This one's a tough one today. And it's a lot of Halloween stuff.
Oh, Halloween stuff, huh? Well, it's time to play Matchup with Moon. All right, so here we go. Matchup with Moon time. King Scott has the questions. We'll get Team Rizz. We'll get Team Moon. King Scott will ask the 5 questions. Whoever gets the most questions right, our respective teammates will win their choice of prizes. Tickets to go see WWE SmackDown Friday over at Enterprise Center. Tickets to go see Helmet. We've got tickets to go see Ludo. We got tickets to go see Tech 9 with Hollywood Undead. All right, here we go. Let's get the teammates. Kyle and East Alton. Kyle, good morning.
Morning.
All right, Team Rizz or Team Moon?
I'm going to go with Team Rizz.
All right, buddy.
Wow.
Hang on. Aura, you are Team Moon.
Perfect.
Right.
Ooh, I sense a bit of disappointment in her voice.
I thought she sounded excited.
I don't think so.
He's just,
Okay, I guess. Stuck with Moon.
he's just doing his thing.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Who, me?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No. Why don't you get those headphones on, put yourself in isolation while I
Oh.
answer the first round of questions.
Wow.
Looks like
I thought
it's
this
the
was Magic
questions
with Moon.
asked.
looks like it's the 30th anniversary for 311's music. So feels so good.
Dude, that's the jam
That's
right
what I
there.
know.
Yes, man.
Whoa, and it's loud.
Is that the color of my energy?
Feel so. You know that song? Feel So Good from 311?
Uh-huh.
Dude. Turn that up.
Hey,
Rip off the knob.
they were just here.
That feels so good as a horn.
I have no idea.
Oh, people get mad when Lern and Rafe talk
Yes, we don't talk. We don't want to talk during this.
We just
during this radio segment.
We mount.
You just, hey,
Can we just like go
why
to the
don't you
break
guys
room
just go to
during
the
this
break room?
game?
Get a cup of
Actually,
coffee, guys.
do you want to get a donut?
I got some Pockies.
I'm just gonna turn my mic off.
Those are pockets. No, you are to leave your microphone on.
I
Man,
want to eat my pop.
I don't. Who cares what the people say?
dude, long gone are the days where a band can do a song where the chorus doesn't hit until like over a minute in.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a great tune.
That feels so good.
Okay.
That doesn't come till halfway through the song,
All right,
man.
Give it a whirl today.
Hit
Good
it.
question, Scott,
Thank you. Thank you.
for what that's worth.
All right.
Very
You good?
Oh, Peanut is beating that thing right now.
Oh, I forgot that's that song too.
I'm sorry. What?
Yo, Peanut, beat that thing. He's the bassist.
Shh, whatever you say.
And bass players
It's
do
your fantasy. We're
wacky
just
things.
living in it.
Not far be it from me, not being critical. But can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why did you put the headphones on? You've already answered these questions.
Yeah, but I don't want to
Influence?
sway it in any way, like make it look like you got an answer wrong or anything like that.
Excellent answer. I was just curious.
Also like to be surprised during the reveal
See- Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
because it's time to get the answers.
Yeah.
Here we go. Were you guys impressed at all?
I'm very impressed.
I was.
All right.
I was impressed by... I made the mistake of having any kind of reaction to something, so I hope that it doesn't come down to the tiebreaker. I'm gonna get blamed.
Hey, not to get dirty with you right now, but do you suck all the
They're
Keep
eating
it there. Don't
Pockies.
say anything else.
They're eating
you
Pockies
just
in
straight
here.
up bite?
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I straight bite.
Good old straight up.
That's a straight bite.
That's
All right, let's go with the answers. I'm
All
playing
right,
for
speaking
Kyle.
of sucking.
Moon is playing for Ara. Here we go.
All right. What type of animal is a Flemish giant? Rizz, you said bird. Moon, you said horse. And the correct answer is rabbit.
I suck.
Oh, yeah.
I would never have known
That's the
that.
big boy.
I either.
All right.
Dang
So
it.
that's common there.
Dang.
But the first ghost to appear in Ghostbusters is a female apparition seen where? You both said the library. You're both correct.
Of course we are.
My uncle thought he was Saint Jerome.
Saint Jerome. It's more of like a Saint Jerome.
Are pumpkins technically a fruit or vegetable? Rizz, you said, well, it had seeds in it, so it's definitely a vegetable. Then you said, no.
No,
fruit.
I got it mixed up.
And then Moon said fruit, and you're both correct as fruit.
Oh, fruity.
Guys, rule.
Who is the most decorated female gymnast in history? Rizz, you said Simone Biles. Moon, you had no clue. You said Simone Biles. It's Simone Biles.
Oh, my. All right.
Good job, you guys.
Only name I can think of.
There are
hey, this is question
Oh,
number
hey,
5.
Oh, this is
Hey.
number 5.
This is
and you
question
guys are
5.
tied.
Question 5, and we're tied with 3 each. So here we go.
You
Comes
better-
down to this.
And you're only saying it in this dramatic sense because you feel like you got it right.
I don't even remember
So
what it is.
we're going to the tiebreaker.
I don't even remember what it is.
Oh, I do.
Go ahead.
All right. Woo! There are 5 different colored rings for the Olympic Games: blue, red, yellow, green. And what's the 5th color? Well, you both said black, and you're both correct.
Yes. What was the one you thought you may have swayed?
He gave an answer for the tiebreaker, and I just go, oh.
But I was.
And then he changed it.
But
and it was not a bad answer. I was just reacting to like, oh, okay,
I was,
solid.
I was on my way
To help you
changing
feel better,
it
he
anyway.
was already saying, well, he at the same time you did that.
Yeah, I was already on my way
Yeah.
to changing it. So honestly, I'm probably going to lose it, and I'll
Well,
blame
it comes
you.
down to the
Either way, it's
tiebreaker.
my fault.
Thanks, Rafe.
Don't worry.
Everything's your fault.
Yeah, no. All right.
Just
Can't
so
wait
you
for
know,
my
my
nanobots
stomach
to
is hurting a little bit from the moldy.
Oh, stop it.
Who's going to win, Kyle?
He had a moldy orange.
Yeah, Kyle or Ara? All right. How many weeks was Ghostbusters the #1 movie in America? Rizz, you said 5 weeks. Moon, you originally said 20, or was it
I said 21. I
21,
think.
and then you switched to 11. And the correct answer is 7.
Yeah!
7
I'm not to blame.
Nice.
I'm not to blame.
Let me talk to Kyle here
Yeah,
for
that
a
was
second.
fair.
Kyle,
Good win.
Yes.
you backed the right horse, buddy. We won.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Good
Hang
win.
on.
Sorry, Ara.
Yeah,
It's all right.
better be sorry.
Good competition.
Yeah. Guys, good job.
I win again. Nathan, Team Rizz or Team Moon?
Tiebreaker.
Let's go Team Rizz.
Okay. Are you crying?
No, you're crying. Somehow you're winning, and you're still the bad sport.
Yeah, it's my victory cry. Michael, your Team Moon.
There's no crying in baseball.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Or this game. Hang on, Michael. All right. I'm going to go into isolation first. Moon is going to answer the questions first. All right, here we go. Match up with Moon, round number 2. Oh,
It's classification there. Let's see here. The
Okay, like crustacean, like mammal, reptile, that kind
that
of
kind
thing.
of thing, yeah. Whatever you call that.
Name.
Scientific name.
If I may interject.
All right.
Scientific name, I'm assuming.
So what is the scientific name
Oh God,
of a seahorse?
like fish. Ooh, man.
ooh, man.
That was a long one.
Yeah.
It was a long one, but there was a
There
specification that
I'm
was
not-
needed for
I'm
both
not-
of us.
I'm not going
That's a
shade.
banger
It
of a
was just a long
song,
one.
too, by the way. Do you right?
I was afraid his song was going to run out.
I was, too. All right, Moon's in isolation.
Hey, good luck, man.
The tiebreaker question. What year did the internet become available to the public?
1991.
Wow.
Okay. Here we go.
Open for business.
Here we go.
I forgot how much cursing is in that record. Woo.
This is
that Michael W. Smith?
Round.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
lot.
good round. There's one or two on there that I'm sorry, Nathan. Maybe I stumbled into the right answer. I have no idea. But let's go. Round 2, matchup with Moon. The answers.
What team won 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s? Moon had no clue. Rizz, you said the Cowboys, and Moon came back and said Cowboys, and it's the Cowboys.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes!
Point for Moon.
And Rizz.
And
And Rizz.
It's a bigger point for me.
I like your
Both
point
of us
better.
got
It's a bigger
that
point.
that is so good.
He knew it. I guessed it.
Okay.
Worth more.
What's the world's deepest ocean? Moon, you said the Pacific Ocean, and Rizz, you said the Atlantic. And the answer is the Pacific.
Way to go.
Okay.
Number 3, the
Damn
most
it.
confusing question I've asked.
Where's the Mariana Trench?
Pacific.
Pacific, damn it.
I was
I mean,
impressed that you knew that.
I'm gathering that from the fact that
Damn it.
I was in hopes you were thinking of the trench there off of
No.
Dominican Republic.
That's what I think that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Okay, fine.
So here's the confusing question. What type of animal is a seahorse? Moon, you said fish. And Rizz, you said mammal, and it's a fish.
Yes!
Wow. What a day.
Yeah.
What a day, huh?
Rando
What a-
guess.
That is crazy.
Well, I gotta, I guess, win out here.
Shooting with the eyes
Yeah.
closed.
So we have 2 more left.
Two more left, and Moon is up 3-1.
Yes. Okay, so of these 3 states, Which state produces the most pumpkins? Oklahoma, Iowa, or Illinois? You both said Illinois.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And you're both correct.
All right.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Nathan.
Wow. Didn't even stand a chance.
They could never afford that pumpkin cannon at Eckert's.
That's true.
That's a
That's
real
very
win,
true.
no tiebreaker.
Which video game console released in 2006 pioneered the use of motion controls in its gameplay? You both said Nintendo Wii, and you're both correct.
Yeah, Moon swept. Good job.
Great brain.
Good job.
Yeah, you guys
Great
did
brain.
really good.
What was the tiebreaker? Because I'm
All right, the
curious.
tiebreaker. What year did the internet become available to the public? Moon said 1984. I think it may be 70s, but he said 84. Rizz, you said 1991. And it is 1993.
93.
That's when it became
I knew something happened in the
That is
80s.
when Al Gore brought it
Yeah,
to all of
he
us.
gave us all he gave us all the key out of his
Thank you.
lockbox.
Thank you, Mr. Gore.
I know it was like invented in the
Mr. Gore.
70s, and then something in the 80s, and then public
Yeah.
in
All
the
right, good job, Scott.
Thank
Match
you.
up with Moon.
No progress.
No.
Whatever the total tally is, stayed the same.
Which we don't even know what that is.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do. Okay. What is it,
It's,
Scott?
Sure we do. We
Rizz
can rely
has
on
12, Moon. Well, now Rizz has 13, Moon has 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Sure it does, buddy.
All right, some news next. It is 9:24. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. $20 per carload for Saturday's NHRA alcohol drag races this Saturday at WWT Raceway. Go to WWTRaceway.com for more info. Everything that I was talking about earlier cleared except for 270 westbound between Dunn and Dunn, the 30A and the 28 exits. Average speeds down to about 20 miles an hour there. Your point forecast, chance for a few showers today with chances increasing tonight into tomorrow morning. High of 84 right now. It's 70 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, home stretch, folks. It's a little after 9:30. Wednesday. Time for some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Martin Jetco Heating and Air Conditioning, more reliable than your news source.
All right, thank you, Moon. You're
You're
gonna bounce
welcome,
out of here.
Riz.
Gonna creep out.
I'm going to creep out. I got to head to the dock real fast.
All right, man. Hope tell the guy I said hi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
Gyno
it?
Jones. You guys don't got a vagina. Cool, man. That's good.
So rad.
Got him.
You know what? I wish
Roasted.
you would go put your legs in some stirrups and see what that's all about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, okay.
Who's laughing?
I had me a prostate biopsy. Ain't nothing funny about it.
Well, I tell you what, Moon is actually heading to his bunker because today, 1:20 p.m., we're all going to get the alarm. A lot of Americans
Activation.
are going to be looking at their phones at the exact same moment today. 1:20.
Uh-oh.
1:20 St. Louis time. And no, it's not because we're always looking at our phones anyway. Earlier this year, the government announced that it had picked this day for a nationwide test of the emergency alert system and wireless emergency alerts. An alert will be sent out to all radios and televisions, as well as all consumer cell phones. You don't need to do anything. Just ignore it. It's just like those tests of the emergency broadcast system that happened, all the time throughout the 80s and 90s. The purpose is to make sure the system works because when there's an actual emergency, like a tornado, there's no time for troubleshooting. It'll be a brief interruption, but we'll all be dealing with it. Well, most of us. Because some conspiracy theorists, and we talked about this on Monday, say they're avoiding it by leaving their phones off all day.
Nice.
So if
Finally, a way to not have people be online.
if you got that
That's a good point.
that person in your life that you go, man, this not so sure about. Not sure about this Rafe guy, and you try to get in touch with him all day, and his phone's going right to voicemail. He's probably got it off because he thinks something's gonna happen.
Dude, that's me, man. I'm gonna I got my aluminum hat ready.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be tinfoil actually. I'm gonna be very safe.
Not me.
And it's going airplane mode. And I'm gonna hide out in the woods.
120.
Coward.
What? No.
I'm walking straight. I'm going to stand right in the middle of this tower across the street behind this Chase building. That seems like that's where the signal would come from.
Yeah.
It's big. It's got boost on it. I'm just going to stand there and play the music from Terminator 2 on my phone and let it happen.
I think
Let the nanobots activate.
As it turns your innards into mobile.
I will turn into the T-1000, and it'll be awesome.
Oh, hopefully. Okay, so people claim Some people, not everybody. These are the wild conspiracy theorists. They claim that the alert on people's cell phones will be used to activate nanoparticles introduced into people's bodies. There are many conflicting quote-unquote explanations for how or why this will happen, but there's one video where a woman says that the test will trigger graphene oxide that was put into people's bodies through COVID-19 vaccines. And when that happens, the government will be able to monitor people and control them like they're remote control toys.
All right, guys, this is it.
See, I heard someone say, too, you got to watch the animals because they're going to have all the different variations of these frequencies hitting at the same time. But I kind of think, doesn't it happen endlessly all the time?
I don't mean to go down this rabbit hole, but graphene oxide is not an ingredient in any COVID vaccine. And even if it was, scientists say you can't activate it. And it makes no sense that it could somehow interact with wireless networks.
That's what they want you to think, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
And all right, chuckle all you want, but we all know somebody who buys into this kind of stuff. And it doesn't matter if you try to respond with logic. Like, if this is the case, if this is true, why would they tell us beforehand?
Because that's part of the
Government's not telling
thing.
us.
You have to tell them so they have the truth is out there.
Dude.
And you do it in movies, you do it in all these coded ways.
Why
you
would
have
they,
to tell them.
Scott? Why would they tell us that they're going to activate the emergency alert
It's part
system?
of the rules of the
What rules?
Illuminati.
They want us to be focused on this, man. There's
So then-
something else going on. We're all focused on this.
Yep.
And then there's going to be something activated
But if
somewhere
they're going
else.
to activate the nanoparticles, why would they then tell us where I can now shut off my phone and go hide?
You think your phone's off. That thing's never off. All right?
Yeah. I hope it turns into nanny particles and everyone just starts cleaning the neighborhoods and stuff.
And watching kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Free childcare. Hell yeah. What's up?
Yeah, maybe they got it all wrong. It's nanny particles.
Operation Doubtfire.
With the broom.
We all come to work tomorrow pretending to be.
Oh,
hello. Welcome to the Rizz Show.
Pie on our face.
Hey,
Awesome.
Rafe, nothing's off the table.
Nothing. Not in my world.
Oh, man.
I'll be bummed if that's it. If I want to be like an X-Man tomorrow. And if I wake up and I'm Mrs. Doubtfire, I'm going to be super
Damn
pissed
it.
about it.
Scott was right.
You got me again.
Nanny particles.
They
Damn
were
it.
nanny particles. What? Misprint. Redacted in the government article.
How can they forget that?
Well, this also isn't the first nationwide test to be sent through phones. Federal law requires the systems to be tested every couple of years. Last one was back in 2021. So, hey, good luck.
Good luck, everybody.
And I, for one, bow down to our nanoparticle overlords.
Yes.
You're just bound down.
I bow down to
He bows to everyone.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Everyone except ghosts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no ghost.
None of
No.
He ain't bowing down to no ghosts, but anything else.
Anything else?
I was on the table.
I am at your humble service.
It is weird, though, when someone you know and respect,
Yes.
you realize they believe stuff like this, and you're just like, all right, try not to yuck your yum, but I'm also like, what are you talking about? And what got you there? And then also, like, what tomorrow, let's just, wild speculation, let's just say tomorrow we're all still ourselves. And nothing happened. There's no zombie apocalypse. The government doesn't have me out there doing the.
They'll have an explanation for it.
Right.
They
What's
will-
going to be the explanation that it leaked, so it's been pushed back?
Yeah. Somehow the goalposts will move.
Right. You can't win. They'll never admit, okay, I was kind of a sucker for believing that. That was a silly thing. Doesn't make you a bad person. Move on. Never happens. Always moving the goalpost. Always moving the thing. So it's like you can't even reason, even after the fact.
It's a spice of life when it's just a thought, but people that take it into action and start going down the rabbit hole of these conspiracies so much where it's impacting literally their lives.
When it's the basis of decisions
right.
that affect other people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're done.
But having cosmic thoughts like that, I'm into it. I mean, I'm of that. Obviously, I believe in ghosts and all this crazy stuff that everybody yucks
I'm
my
into
yum, but
having fun and during the holidays at the West County Mall, manifesting a parking spot in it and it
that's
being
the
there.
best.
Sure.
The parking gods are incredible.
But
Sure.
Thank you, guys.
But, and I like that I love your spirit, and I love the things that you believe in, and we're very similar in a lot of ways. But if you told me, hey, I'm going into Tommy's office and quitting my job today because I think a ghost is going to take over my body tomorrow and I'm going to have superpowers, I'd be like, hey, as your friend, I don't recommend doing that. Why don't you just wait?
See what
I'm
happens.
sure
tomorrow.
they'll fire you if
Right. Give 'em a-
tomorrow
when
you
he's up.
come in and your Abraham Lincoln's ghost is in your body. That's fine, but I
My
wouldn't.
head hurts.
Vampire hunter.
There's just like a wild difference between entertaining, fun thoughts, and like planning any part of your life around it.
I told you this before the show today. I was having a conversation about this on Monday with somebody I trust dearly.
Yeah.
And I said, he asked me, hey, what'd you talk about on the show today? I said, man, I'm talking about this wild conspiracy theory with the emergency alert system going off on Wednesday and the nanoparticles. And I go, silly, right? And he goes, well, and I go, I'm going to stop you right there. And you're not going to finish whatever comes after well.
Yeah.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Well,
Nope.
You set a boundary.
It could be, well, they're idiots, or it could be, well, there's some truth to it. I don't want to know.
I don't wanna know.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
All right, Mom.
but as
Yes. I
don't
as
wanna
goofy
know.
as some of these things are, I will watch every one of these videos because they're so fascinating, and the amount of work people put
yeah.
into
Creative thought.
it's unbelievable.
And
Someone
just
in
in
the-
case it is true, I do bow down to our nanoparticle
we bow down. We bow
overlords.
down.
To our nanny overlords.
Someone did email us and say, let me get this straight. We're all going to be controlled by the same government that lost a jet 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Good point. That's critical.
That is
thinking.
correct. That is correct.
No one had the 6 winning numbers for Monday's $1 billion Powerball drawing. That means today's jackpot is up to $1.2 billion.
Bring
bad.
it on.
Too bad
so
money
if we are-
won't mean anything after tomorrow.
Well, for not all, nano bot taken over by 120 this afternoon. First time in Powerball history that the National Lottery has had back-to-back $1 billion payouts. Last Powerball winner won $1.08 billion back in July. That ticket was bought in California. Between Powerball and Mega Millions, 2023 has seen $4 billion lottery contests. That's where we are now. And finally, do you struggle to drink enough water?
Yes, I do.
You got a big jug today.
I have I bought my mom got me this for Christmas a few years ago.
That looks like something you get at the hospital.
Yeah, it has, but it's a
That's what I
timing.
said.
It's 32 ounces of water, and so it's broken down into times. And so technically, every hour I'm supposed to like drink it down to a level.
Yeah.
And I never do it. I'm terrible at staying hydrated.
I've seen a lot of these, like, kind of make me sad when I see a big jug that's like, keep going. You're almost there.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's a thing of water that's giving you, like, inspirational messages as you get further down the bottle. I'm like, just...
Well, they say you're supposed to aim for 8 glasses a day, but you might fall a little short of that, closer to like 2. A new survey says Gen Zers say they drink an average of 4 cups per day. Millennials drink 5, and both Gen Xers and Boomers drink 6. So why don't we drink more? Because most people say they would drink more water if it tasted better.
See, I disagree.
So more like what? Maybe margaritas?
Well, yeah, but
Well, I guess some tap water is not very good. And
Right.
we're pretty
People were
fortunate
asked.
here.
People were asked what they preferred water be flavored from, and blueberry was number 1.
I'm into it.
Ooh. Have you had cucumber water? That's
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty
too.
good.
I love ice water. Like I
do
was
too. Water-
saying this the
water's
other
fine.
day. Like we have good water at my house.
I drink a ton of
I
water,
got no
dude.
problem with it.
Yeah, I'm a camel.
I should be the most well-hydrated person. I think my body, like, sucks it up. But
Lime was second, followed by strawberry, lemon, mango, and raspberry. That probably explains the appeal of sparkling water and other flavored waters, even if they're not as good for you as pure water. Yeah, especially if they have got that added sugar stuff, which
Do those
is
count?
sort of defeating the purpose. I guess there's some water.
I mean, does that count if you drink a mango LaCroix? Is that a glass of water?
I mean,
Or
it's
is,
not
there
a-
is something lost
I
there?
wouldn't say it's a full glass of water, but you are hydrating.
But it's sodium, so it's probably dehydrating too.
And by the way, coffee, it's made of water.
Yeah.
But didn't somebody say that?
It's a diuretic. I think that's an urban myth.
No, I
I
think
don't
it
know.
is.
Because you are drinking water.
Coffee conspiracy over here.
Well, I, for one,
Bow down.
bow down to
our
Juan
coffee.
Valdez. All right, we got to
Whatever's in those Folgers crystals,
Whatever.
some kind of nano crystals.
It's fine with me. All right,
Whatever.
one final break. We'll come back and wrap her up.
internet trends.
That's it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Hey, appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging.
Fun show.
Had a lot of fun today. Thank you all.
Yes.
Rafe, thank you.
Thank you.
Scott, you were there?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lern, hey.
Hey.
Many
Appreciate it.
gracias.
Good luck with the nanoparticles, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We should be okay. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.
Hopefully see you tomorrow and more swivel doors.
Yeah.
Hey, tomorrow we are live from Scott Air Force Base beginning at noon. Well, live, we're recording a live podcast out there with the Fast Lane guys. Oh, and there'll be some stuff to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Well, I'm assuming the government will take over our bodies and make us fight each other to the death.
Yes.
But if that doesn't happen, it's
that's why
still
they're
going to be
sending
a
us
good
to the
show.
Air Force Base.
It is weird. This is the day before we're going out to the Air Force Base. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's all connected.
Let's not look too much into that.
It's all connected.
Yeah, God.
We'll all be Mrs. Doubtfire. out
Connect
there
the
tomorrow.
dots, man. So we're at the exchange. The exchange on the Air Force Base tomorrow. So hopefully, if we're out there on the base,
We'll see you.
we'll see you out
Yeah.
there. All right, let's recap today's show.
Yes, we followed all sorts of things. It's National Taco Day. We ripped those apart. Spirits and spooky things. Find out who the new witch on the show is. One-way doors. Neil deGrasse Tyson, McRib, and ranch dressing are all overrated, and we stand by this. The best Halloween movies of all time. We trashed that list. We played Matchup with Moon. You can follow us on the Rizz Show socials and subscribe to the podcast both on podcast platforms and on YouTube. You can rewatch the entire show. And today's podcast title is...
Somebody's died everywhere.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all. Anything else?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Watch the new episode of Number 2 show while we're on spooky subjects. I went over horror movies across the decades. It's a pretty fun episode. Go check it out.
All right, Number 2 show. Find it on our YouTube feed.
Yes, correct.
It's excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
Everybody watch it and share it and like it. Love it.
Blown up.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. HotShotsNet.com/Team Rizz from O'Fallon, Missouri. Andrew Ravage is our Team Rizz Member of the Day.
Man, what a cool name.
What a cool name. What a cool song.
I'm going to ravage you. Okay.
I'm going to ravage the hell out of this song. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
Well, gentlemen, we will see you in St. Louis on Sunday. We are so excited to have Point Fest back and to have you guys be a part of it. But I want to kind of talk about this from a couple of different angles, all right? First and foremost, the